everyone, and welcome to Thursdays, where Wednesday is taking over for the day. Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. I am an Elder Tempest, a terrifying manifestation of storms carved from clouds, wind, rain, and lightning. Normally, my only goal would be to plunge the lands beneath me in piercing rain and devastating lightning, but tonight, we're here to play some D&D. Vic, would you mind taking over?
I certainly can.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I feel like at this point, I don't even need to say it, but I'm gonna say it because I gotta say it. Guys, Little Dragon Corp is our latest and greatest sponsor. You definitely gotta go check them out. They carry all kinds of really awesome tabletop stuff, not just dice. They have, trays. They sell games on their site. They've got all kinds of really cool things. So you should definitely head over to their Twitter, which is @LittleDragonCo1, if someone can put that in the chat. And you can stay updated on all of their really cool products. And don't forget to use our new coupon code, PROBONUS, which is PROBONUS, when you head on over to...
Victoria, you look ridiculous! You have no head!
Wait, what?
You have no head!
Little Dragon took your head!
Little Dragon took your head!
You know, that's what happens if you don't have enough Little Dragon dice, guys. Your head gets ripped off apparently.
That was amazing.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because I saw it and I went like this, and so Kristy looked at me and was like, "What are you looking at?" And then looked at you and also saw it, and it was like...
I mean, it turns out I'm actually able to go invisible. No. Okay, let me see if I can get my head back.
You got it back!
It me. Okay, so anyway, the coupon code to get Little Dragon stuff is PROBONUS, PROBONUS, and if you use that at checkout, you will get 10% off of your order at littledragoncorp.com. And also, big shout out to Twitch, OBS, Streamlabs, Many-Sided Dice, and Team MZ. Their support enables us to just be awesome and cool. So thank you for that. Also, scheduling. Don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule should be posted below the Twitch video feed, but we basically have games every day, usually around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time, but there's other games at other times, so check out our schedule. We've got homebrew games, we've got module games. We even have some games that are other gaming systems like Shadowrun, so make sure you go and check those out. And then we have a slightly different announcement that we were adding. We just wanted to give, and I don't have a script for this, so I don't remember shit. We just wanted to give a shout out to a YouTube channel for Adrian von Ziegler. He is a composer that has really, really awesome Celtic music, fantasy music, different things that sound like soundtracks or scores. And he actually has a policy that if you are on YouTube or Twitch, you can use his his sounds as long as you give him credit. So we just wanted to give him a shout out. Everyone should go over and just look up Adrian von Ziegler on YouTube. He has a Patreon. You should go support him there so that he can, keep making awesome music. But you might hear some new sounds tonight, and that's because we're going to be trying to incorporate his stuff for more variety. So big thank you to him. And Kristy, it's Mystic Hour!
It's Mystic Hour! What?
Oh my gosh, I haven't
Hey
been on
guys,
Mystic
welcome
Hour
back
in
to
so long.
Mystic Hour, a live podcast. Oh wait. No, we're just taking over Mystic Hour tonight. Instead of doing what I would usually do, which is God knows what the fuck. So yeah, nothing planned. Just some Waterdeep. You know how it be. That's what Mystic Hour is here for. We kind of have an open door policy that if anyone on proficiency bonus needs the time slot, I'm available. Here we are.
Mystic Waterdeep.
Mystic Waterdeep.
Mystic Waterdeep.
Oh, ow, my heart. I'm just gonna put...
Okay.
Oh yeah, thank you, Vic. I was just gonna put in his name. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll try to come up with a Moobot command or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out, y'all. But that's his YouTube. Adrian von Ziegler it's in the chat for Twitch.
And now it's playing. Enjoy.
Hey.
Here's
Ooh, which
some of
one?
the stuff.
Which one is it?
I will show you which one. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Twitch is gonna look weird for a second. This one right now.
Hey!
There you go. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice little compilation.
Okay. If anybody would like to jump in now, then, unless there's any other closing or starting remarks.
I actually
cheeks.
have one for once. Wait, I actually have one.
Oh.
Because I'm also with our Curse of Strahd crew, and it seems like we're getting close to finishing Curse of Strahd in like the next maybe month or so. Depending, like we're getting there. So we've started talking about what we're gonna do after Curse of Strahd, which Sarah will talk more about. But so if you haven't watched any of us also on Curse of Strahd, because it's a really funny game, and we don't know what's gonna happen to those characters. So
Strahd's synonymous with a funny game.
It's a right? No, but yeah, so we have some ideas of what we might be doing over the summer, but it's fun. I may be doing a little, I don't know. But that's that.
Ooh, sneak peek of what could be coming this summer. Ooh, boy.
I might be stepping into a new role. That's it.
Okay.
What day of the week is it? Oh wait, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday today.
Would anybody like to jump in now then with a recap?
I mean, I always got it, but Ink, do you usually do it? Do you want to do it?
I did have an announcement today. Do you want to have some inspiration? Because I always have it.
Yeah. Okay.
Go for it.
Last time, the party found themselves in the Growlhund Villa, and they had just fought with some Zentarim, and Erstil Floxen had escaped with their temporary ally, Kellen. Tallice got real mad and kind of stormed out after having some beef with the Lord of the House. And Nova and Sir stayed to just check on everybody and speak to everyone. And we're told that the family was like held hostage for a month, which is bullshit. Okay, so then Sir and Nova went and got permission from like the Blackstaff and Tempe to like kind of continue the investigation because we're just really not satisfied with what happened there and the things that we found out there. So they went to go get permission for that, and then Tallice wrote a letter to Rainey to come hang out and set up a slumber party because we were like really stressed. We saw a lot of dead bodies. This was still the day that the fireball hit our house, so we were just stressed out. And then Raynar came over and he told us that he actually knew of one of the people that had been killed in the fireball. The gnome was a spy for his father being Daggled, but the spy's name being Dalakar. He apparently knew of the Stone of Galore and was potentially believed to have been coming to see us, to deliver the stone to us maybe, because he heard of how we helped Rainey and thought that we would be able to like take the stone and be responsible with it or like return it. We don't really know exactly. And then, yeah, we basically just found out a little bit about the Growlin family and are kind of, we left off kind of decompressing at a slumber party. We're considering like going and doing some investigating in the next day. And that's basically, I think, does anyone else have anything? That's everything I have.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, yeah, we got Rainey.
We got our golden sunflower boy.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody has anything else to add, we can get started. So we open then, I suppose. You guys are kind of hanging out with Raynar. If there's anything you guys would like to do with that evening, you can jump in with that.
Are we okay? We still, I don't know that we fully decided. Are we bringing Davil to? Because I really want to show him the ballroom.
I think Dabble stuff is, we trust you.
Yeah, I think Nova and Ace would give you that choice, that card to choose. If you want to,
because
bring
I feel
them,
like
them. But
I feel like the plan is like Sir and Nova are gonna do more of like the interrogating, and then I'm gonna snoop. Is that what we kind of went on a loop last night of like a lot of different plans, and then came back to our original plan.
We're gonna sleep.
yes,
We're gonna
yes,
sleep.
first.
Can I just have said that, because I know I had Bramble like in Davil's room, I think that night, like spying on him. Can I just have Bramble have gone up to Davil and been like, "Hey man, it's Tallice. I decided that I do want to investigate. Come by our tavern in the morning."
You did actually pop him out, if you remember, because he
Okay.
wasn't doing anything.
Oh.
He was just reading.
Damn
You
it!
can try and have him
You'll
go
have to-
back if you'd like, but it would be like
He's not going to be
wrap
able
it
to
at the
open a
door.
door. He's not going to be able to open it. I'll go by in the morning. It's fine. I
Okay.
just didn't know if we could yeah. Then I think that's I mean, I made a whole list in the thing, but we have a lot to do.
Yeah. Let's start with sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see.
Raynar can pick his room.
Okay.
Raynar can pick his room.
I mean, which one of us is the best sleepover buddy? No, there's the guest room.
Yeah, you guys have a guest room. Okay. You guys can all have a long rest then. If
Thank
you
God.
need to reset anything, you may do so.
Sir's been mildly bleeding all day.
It's just
okay.
internal bleeding. No big deal.
That's where the blood's supposed to be.
Did you guys get did you get 3 of those little crests? Or did you just get 1 for each of you?
No, you got
You
one.
have one.
When you have one because it was from when we were given the task to go on the mountain and you were with us.
Okay.
She just told you to use it for that purpose.
Okay.
No, moving forward.
So, okay. Guess we're gonna get up. Guess we gotta work still.
Yeah. God damn. We probably would have turned in fairly early, even though we were wasted and having a sleepover. I don't think we would have stayed up super late, so I feel like we can get up decently early because we have a timeline with Nova flying.
Yeah, I'd go pick up my scythe and armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He would
Check that list.
So Sir would wake up and be like, "Wait, do I study or do my morning workout?" And then Nova's like, "I'm gonna go pick up my stuff." And Sir's like, "Damn it, I guess I'm doing that because I gotta go get my stuff too."
Do your homework.
Do your homework.
It's been a day. Calm down.
Yeah, you can go pick up your scythe and your armor. Your scythe is now silvered.
Hell yeah.
And you bought breastplate armor, correct?
Yes.
It's pourable
You also
if he
have-
was able to do it.
What?
It's pourable because
It's
we were like, "Can you
purple.
make it purple?"
It is purple.
Yes. Marble. Did I add it?
And
Can
then
I
I
go-
think
Oh, what?
I was just, and then I think I have to get my gauntlets. Is my thing.
Yes. Your reinforced gauntlets, which
Are I see.
which what?
I was saying I see them.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can I have Drade with them part of the way and then gone to the Yawning Portal to try to
sure.
find Yagra and or Davil?
About what time do you think you're here?
I know he's a light sleeper. God damn it. It's gotta be before we're there this is some 9 a.m. shit.
So then you see Yagra. You don't see Davil.
Hi Yagra.
Hello.
Listen, your boss was considering coming to do some work with me, and I know he's a late sleeper, but I decided that can we get him up?
What is it that you need?
Well, he's gonna come see a place in the North Ward, and we're gonna do some blue thing! And a villa! Do you want to come, Yagra?
No, I think that there's probably something else that he might want me to be doing. I can go see if he would like to get up, though, if that's what you would like me to do.
I mean, yeah, if he doesn't want to come, that's fine, but he's going to miss out on some really juicy stuff.
I will be back. And she stands, and we'll head upstairs.
Did she look sleepy?
No, she doesn't, actually.
Oh, she's a morning person.
She is. She does head upstairs, though. Comes back down a bit later. By a bit later, I mean like 5 or 10 minutes later, and tells you he'll be down in a bit, if you don't mind waiting.
Let's hang out while we wait.
Okay.
My gray green goddess.
She sits down.
Chel, do you mind if I sell the studded leather armor she was wearing before?
No, of course not. You can get 30 gold for it.
Sure. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But if there's anything you would like to speak about with Yagra, that's totally fine. Otherwise, you're waiting about 20 to 25 minutes or so.
Oh, that's fine. I was honestly expecting like 45, so we'll just chill and everyone else can do what they need to do.
Okay. Is there anything from you two that you'd like to pop in with?
Kristy, did you pick your spells?
Yeah, because after we were talking last night, we were debating what spells I was gonna use. So, that is a question. Would Nova know, going into this investigation, would Nova know if, like, using Zone of Truth or Detect Thoughts on a noble, is that illegal if I have the pendant?
It's a tricky slope.
Yeah.
I'd say she would know that it's a tricky slope. She would probably need to argue her point.
Okay.
If it comes to light. And then that's up to Nova.
Okay.
It would depend on the person, whether or not they're willing to cry wolf to the watch, anything like that, so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that... She picked her spells based off that.
Okay. You don't do your flyovers until like the
1.
afternoon, right? It's 1, yeah. So do you have anything else that you need to do? I was just gonna go back. I gotta do my push-ups and my homework.
Could I have gotten the bag of holding from Nova? Because it has the gold bars in it, and I really don't think they should have the...
Sure.
That's right.
Yeah, if that's what you needed. Yeah, I would have given that to you.
Or at the very least, I'll take them out, and can I, like, hide them under my mattress in my room before we have left?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I don't want those in and around the house.
If only there was a hidden place in the house where you can put gold bars.
Alright then, if you let me, I'll put them there. They're in Sir's trapdoor.
Okay.
There's a line.
Sir's just gonna go back. I guess he's gonna attune to the Scotland. And then he's gonna do just his morning workout and try and do his homework and be a good magic student.
Okay.
Until it's time to go out again. So maybe if you...
Sorry, I'm just looking at the Waterdeep map. Just give me a second.
You're fine.
Seaward. Is it the Seaward I'm thinking, or is it the Dockward? Okay. I'm going to ritually cast Augury.
Okay.
You only have it's only an action that you take 30 minutes after the casting, so that you want to do after,
okay.
before you go flying.
Okay.
It's before you go
I'll wait
flying.
then. Thank you.
Okay.
Never mind. I'll wait till after the house.
You think really hard about augury.
I think really hard. I'm like,
And you have to spend 25 gold pieces on the item for it. But we had talked about
we've already
potentially
talked
seeing if
about
you could
it.
drop. Yeah.
I think I already talked to Chel about making the tarot deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've already done that.
Look at us on our game with our lists
Hell
and
yeah.
our plans.
Okay, then yeah, that's all I'm doing this morning. Waiting for Tallice to come back.
Okay. So about 25 minutes or so after you speak with Yagra, Davil comes down.
Vicky, your camera.
What is happening? I truly, because it looks fine on mine. I don't know what is going on. This is like, okay, I'm here. I was like totally glitching. If it happens again, let me know.
Okay. So yeah, Davil comes down,
What's up, man?
drops himself into a chair, puts his feet up on the chair next to him, kind of leans back, stretches. Good morning.
I know it's not your preferred time to be awake, but like we have a timeline that we're working on, and I decided I definitely want to go snoop around this place.
Oh, darling, that's fine. This sounds particularly interesting and much better than sleeping.
Yeah, like, trust me, the first place we're going, Davil, is the ballroom, and I mean ballroom in every sense of the word. Just you wait.
I'm intrigued.
So was I.
So, you have permission then to go in, we spoke, yes?
Mm-hmm. But, well, I'm probably not gonna go in as me.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to go in as you, that's fine. I don't know if you can do anything about that, but I can just be anyone, anytime. Because I kind of got into it with the Lord of the House. And yeah.
Alright, well, I suppose I will make that decision as we come to it. Given the dealings happening, I think it might... Dealings being what happened with the Growlhund Villa, and the fact that there were Zentarum people involved. Not necessarily my people, but Zentarum people are the same. It might be a good idea for me to change the whole visage.
Don't do it yet. We'll wait until we're like a couple blocks away.
Smart.
I mean, unless you can do it over and over like I can, but I'm really special, so probably not.
You are very special.
Alright, let's go!
Alright. No, we're fine. We're heading out. Let's go.
Nova and Sir are gonna be real mad if we're not on time.
There they are. Coming up with a schedule for today, I see. Alright, let's go.
Dre.
He pays.
Oh, Daddy.
Oh, you carry copper pieces?
Oh. Ah, Mike!
Double.
Sarah, I love you. He's a cherub.
He's baby.
Okay. So are you heading straight to the villa? Is that where you're going?
I feel like maybe we planned to meet back up at the Three of Cups, so that's where we're gonna go
fine.
first.
That's totally okay.
Is Rainy just like chilling at our house, or did he leave?
Well, it's pretty early in the morning, and he was pretty wasted, so you're not sure.
Wasted.
Yeah. Copper for each of you that Davil pays. You can head back to Three of Cups,
Hey.
where I'm assuming your buds are hanging out, doing their thing.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you can step up, go home. What'd you say?
Learning how to do magic, maybe.
Yes, you are.
It's like when your teacher gives you the little workbook. And it's like it says do questions 1 through 4, but each question has A through D. And you're like, oh shit.
He will go inside with you.
Hey losers, I'm home!
Hi, Tallice.
Devil's here, no one be naked! Or do be naked, it's fine.
I'm
upstairs,
not
so it's just
naked.
like, we're not naked!
Damn it.
I'm sorry, do you want? No. I'm upstairs.
Did everyone have breakfast? Would anyone like some breakfast?
I already ate. Thanks, though.
I didn't eat.
I'll
Please,
make you
though.
breakfast. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Is Rainy here? I'm gonna make Rainy some breakfast. Davil, you need breakfast?
I did just
away
wake up.
from-
I would definitely not say no to food.
Alright, I'm gonna make breakfast.
Okay.
I'm gonna check on the guest room to see if yelling has unfortunately woken Raynor.
Do you just kind of open the door and peek in?
There's a little knock.
Yes.
Do you want breakfast?
I am feeling a bit peckish, yes.
I'll crack. Can I open the door?
Yeah.
I'll
It's
crack
not
open the door. I'll crack
He's
open
like
the door.
sitting up in the bed. He's got like the blanket like over his like legs.
The bucket's
Uh,
still there.
And the bucket's on the floor. It's not full of anything. He had an okay night. He doesn't have a shirt on because he was sleeping, and like his hair is down and like all like in his face. He's just kind of sitting there. He kind of looks up and like it like falls away from his eyes a bit.
Would you like me to bring it up to your room? Because 1, it looks like you would still need to make yourself pretty, and 2, Devil Star Song is here, so I don't know if you want to deal with that early in the morning.
He grabs like he like leans over and grabs like a leather like tie. It's just like a strip of leather basically from the side of the bed. Puts it underneath his hair and kind of ties it up like Violet Baudelaire style. He does not like a headband, but that's kind of like what he does.
Mhm.
Kind of blinks up at you for a second because he did just wake up. No, I can get dressed and come downstairs.
Well, I said make yourself pretty. Dressed is optional, and I closed the door. Can I go downstairs? according to Tallice, clothing is optional.
That's very
When I
fair.
go downstairs.
Ooh.
Did
I
I
rolled
play
an 18 performance check. For breakfast.
Oh, for breakfast.
That's what it was before.
Sorry, I'm eating Thin Mints. Yeah, performance
yeah.
check is good.
Tallice, do you like my new breastplate? It's purple.
Let me look at it. Can I see my face? As I leave the food burning on the stove, can I see my face in the reflection?
It's been polished.
I put a hand over like where her heart would be. It's absolutely lovely. Almost as lovely as you.
Oh, thanks, Tallice. Do you need help in here?
Yeah, actually. Oh, the extroverted! Come on, Nova!
Oh no, I'll help her.
Okay.
It's just like cooking when I worked when I worked at the castle.
Davil's sitting on the bar, like not at the bar, on the bar, like on the counter. He's like swinging his little feeties. And he's sitting on it in a way that he's like facing where the door to the kitchen is, so he can kind of like see you guys, versus actually coming back there. He's being
Are all
respectful
of
of like
his-
your space, but
Are all of his
Respectful
limbs on
of
different
our-
levels, like a nice like the bisexual lean where no limb is on the same like level or position?
yeah. I meant respectful, like not going into the back room of
Yeah,
a
but
business.
just not
Yeah,
respectful,
there's-
but like
sitting on the bar,
sitting his butt.
sitting on the bar, one leg is up, one foot is up on a stool, one foot is dangling,
That's why
one
when
is
Chel was
wrapped
like,
around
he's
one of
being
the support
respectful of
columns,
your
one's in his
space.
lap.
I meant not going into the kitchen.
No, I know, but I know he's bisexual leaning because he's bisexual leaned before because I was rewatching her old episodes.
I will come downstairs, go around the bar, and I will not stand in way of his view, but get into his vision, and just sort of, Dabble, how early of a drinker are you? Would you like something?
Oh, darling, I drink wine at any time of the day.
Good man. Glass of wine.
He will take it.
Give him that ElverQuest.
Of course, it's the ElverQuest. You know it's the most expensive wine. But I'll pour a glass for myself, and I will leave the bottle on the bar to be like, it's just one glass. I'll be nice. Okay. But that's it.
Okay. Raynar does wander down. Eventually, his hair has been pulled back, more neatly, but he's just wearing like a linen shirt and pants. He's not too dressed up.
Sorry.
Sits at the barn.
I will give. I'll like wiggle the bottle. Immediately.
Six said no.
Puts reaches down, gets a regular glass, and gives him some water.
Okay.
Is this just Raynar and Davil awkwardly trying to look at each other while not looking like they're looking at each other, and Sir standing in the middle?
Yo, these are the three people that shouldn't be in a room by themselves. Please come back.
I mean, when he comes down, Davil will like greet him, and Raynar will greet him back. They're not being like super awkward, but they're not like old friends talking extensively.
How are those eggs coming, girls? They smell like they were done a while ago.
I got distracted looking at Nova's breastplate. We're plating.
I'm sorry, looking at her what?
Looking at her breastplate.
Oh, I missed the second half of that.
We're plating the food right now. Just give me like 5 minutes.
I missed the second half of that.
Oh Jesus!
We bring out the food. I don't normally eat meat, but I would have cooked some, like, I don't know, bacon or sausage for them in case they wanted it. But it's on a separate plate, so it doesn't touch everything else.
Okay.
I know.
So,
I will eat.
good morning, Rainy.
Morning.
Morning, Devil.
Sipping in his water. Good morning, darling.
Are you both coming today?
I was fetched by Tallice,
Okay, so you're
so I assume that I'm coming.
Rainy? Did you want to
What was it that I'm doing again?
I don't know.
We-
With us? Or, no?
There was the whole kerfuffle with the Grauhun villa, and I was wondering if perhaps you and I could sort of... Well, you're much more connected than I am, and I'm just trying to figure out what is going on with all of this problems in the noble houses. And I was deferring to your social experience on the matter.
So am I accompanying you in order to let you defer then? Is that what you wanted?
I feel like maybe you will... you just have a good air about you for speaking. You know how to talk, you know. And I think that maybe you'll be able to accomplish something that... I'm crass! I'm crass.
No, you're not. People like talking to you. And you're hot, so it's fine.
All of that.
I am. It is all of
Yeah,
that, and
give
I am
yourself a bit
crass.
more credit.
It is all of that, and I am crass. Just knowing sort of the right. Maybe having someone there to help with the etiquette.
Okay. And who are we going to speak with?
I believe that we are going to try and figure out what we can learn from the Grauhounds themselves, which is going to be
Interesting.
I think,
interesting,
I think we
unless
should
you know a connection to the
probably-
family.
We should ask. Should we talk to the Watch first? Just find out what they were told. So if there's any like discrepancies between what they tell us afterwards.
Yeah,
Oh, you
because if
probably won't
they-
need to talk to the Watch. You probably only have to go so far as outside your door and find one of the broadsheets.
Mm,
It's
Oh,
probably been reported on by now.
Oh.
that's very true. We
Okay.
can see what the public knows.
yeah, because like I'm just saying, if they were like these purple people, and this red guy came in and like they broke in, then it probably wouldn't be great for the two of you to show back up again. But if they just left us out of the equation entirely, then I think we'll be all right.
Mhm.
Do you want me to?
I'll go. I can go find it.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'll go out and look for a broadsheet. I don't know how to do that.
It's not hard. They're basically sold on every corner of most main streets, so.
I'll get a couple to get a couple different opinions.
Okay.
How much?
It is 2 copper to buy one.
Okay. So
There-
if I grab a few different like named companies, I don't know if they're companies.
When
there's a
when we researched this earlier, there's like one that is kind of focused around like what all the nobles are doing, and then there's one that's focused on what the guard like it's sort of like
So
a.
the two different ones?
Those are the two
Mhm.
that I remember being relevant before and it seems like conveniently they'd be relevant again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go grab those two.
Okay. So,
And then I'll come back.
those 2 that you grab, between the 2, there are a few consistencies. Officers arrived to the Grauhund Villa to find the Lord and Lady in shock and their half-orc bodyguard keeping watch over them and the children. The Grauhunds had been held hostage for more than a 10-day by agents of the Black Network. Most of the Zentarum who were there were killed during a bloody revolt led by Lord Grauhund himself.
Wow.
Mm,
Mm.
The
noble.
Zentarum leader, Urstul Floxen, was among those who got away. He is still at large. The Watch plans to step up its search to find him.
No mention of.
And the Watch is in search of a Nimblewright who appears to have been party to the explosion in Trollskull Alley. There are no signs of the Nimblewright at present. According to the Grauhunds, the construct was delivered to the villa weeks earlier. The family took it in, not realizing it was a Zentarum spot. Lady Grauhund reports that it stole her necklace of...
It stole her necklace of fireballs.
We're all reading this?
Yeah.
Yes.
It says that it was a Zentarum. The fireball. Okay, all right. I hate these people. They're annoying.
The important thing is that they didn't mention us. Is there a mention of a runaway horse?
No, there is not.
Okay. The important thing is that they didn't mention us, which is going to make things a little bit easier. But a brave assault led by the Lord himself?
The one that was
It's not
cowering in the
exact.
corner?
I'm pretty sure he pissed his pants, you guys. Well,
Who
like,
was specifically taken hostage? And we helped him?
Rainy,
Anyway.
Yes, Nova.
what do you know about the Growlhound's daughter?
yeah, she's not there. We didn't see her there.
All I really know is that I think she's going to school somewhere else. I'm not
Okay.
quite sure where.
I believe I remember something. This family deals with mercenaries and arms and armor making.
Yeah, manufacturing weapons, higher swords, those sorts of things.
Would that be something that they like? Do they pay smiths in the city, or is there something necessarily that's directly under their control for that? Like their own smiths under their name.
I'm not sure. Honestly, that could be something that we could look into, though. I'm sure that there's some record with the guilds in the city that would point us in the direction of who they use in the city, whether or not it's contracting out to smiths that just work here, or if they have their own.
That is the expertise that I was thinking that you would provide. That it would be easier for you to find out. Just sort of the family's dealings, and possibly just sort of get a little bit more information about why they specifically were targeted instead of, say, another family.
I mean, yeah, if you need my help, I'm here. I don't have anything going on today.
I think that would be useful. See how they get those supplies made, what possibly they were currently doing that might have attracted the Zentarim's attention, or what have you. Maybe any sort of connection like that, because when you think of arms dealing and mercenary hiring, even on a legal stance, that seems like a very dangerous family to go after if, for any reason.
I could potentially look into it too, Davil speaks up. It may not be my people, but they used to be.
Yeah.
I might have a few contacts within the Zentarum that could point me in any kind of direction.
I mean, this rise in gang violence, someone has to be supplying the weapons for all this violence in the first place. Maybe it's some sort of connection there, and maybe they were trying to play both sides and one got a little bit too angry about that.
I don't think that that's necessarily a bad assumption, considering generally people in these positions get greedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's what happened. It's why there's currently a divide between what I'm trying to do, what we're trying to do, and what everyone else is trying to do with the Zentarum.
Have either of you at any occasion had the chance to speak with Lady Graham in any capacity?
Raynar speaks up and says, I've kind of been around for a little bit. I mean, I've gone to different functions in which they've been in attendance, but I've never really spoken with either of them, or their children for that matter, at a more personal level. I do sort of know their eldest daughter, but like I said, she's been gone for quite some time. I think she's going to school somewhere up further north. She's around my age, so.
the lady of the house, she just sort of has an air about her from when I spoke with her. An air. Knowing,
Sort of air.
a sort of, I'm going to tell you how things are, even though that's definitely not how they are, and you're not going to question it. Sort of air. Very smart woman. Very skilled woman. She did have a blade. She seemed like she knew how to use it. But it was her words that seemed sharper.
Well, considering we think that there's something more going on here than meets the eye, that doesn't surprise me too much.
Which is why we get the lovely task this morning of trying to talk with her, and I look at Nova.
Do you think that talking with her is a good idea? Darvel speaks up.
No.
It's more about talking to those around her and how she acts when she thinks that she's not the focus. I think.
That was what I was about to suggest, in that if you think that there's more to this woman, the eye, if you think that she's hiding something, if you think that she... Do you get the impression that she is the mastermind behind anything that might be happening here?
100%.
I definitely
honestly,
don't think it's her husband.
I don't even believe that the Nimble Right is with the Zentarum. I think it was her that probably sent it out. If it's her necklace that's missing.
And it blew up Zentarum?
Yeah.
What? If it's a Zentarum Nimble Right, why would it blow up? Like, that just is goofy. It tried to blow up Erstal, who would probably be its boss.
What they said. I think that the Zentarum are an easy pin to blame.
Well, they're always an easy pin to blame, and honestly, over the next coming 10-day, they're probably going to be cracking down on the Zentarum. All things considered, if the Zentarum is being pointed in attacking and killing, or attacking and attempting to kill those in a noble family.
And they already killed guards up on the mountain.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a crackdown coming on. But if you think that this woman is the mastermind behind anything that's currently happening, perhaps speaking with those around her when she's not around, when they feel safe to speak up. I find in situations in which a person is calling all of the shots, when that person's not present, people tend to be more loose-lipped.
They kind of deflate a little bit.
Because they don't need to be on edge and worrying that something terrible is going to happen.
That's true.
Nova? Before we go in there, do you want to do your, little wig snatching thing and, take any of my glorious, abundant personality to, maybe make you a little bit more persuasive or deceptive? I have a lot to give. I'm a very generous person.
Yeah, I'm not good at lying and probably not very good at persuading either.
Well, then right before we go in, you just give me a little, and you can have whatever you need.
Group consensus, which one do you think I should take?
I think persuasion might be better.
I agree. I think that any sort of means of deception is a very quickly dug grave. The more on the up and up that we can be. If this is supposed to be us presenting ourselves as investigating, we can basically do what the media is doing and make it seem like we're pinning on the Zentarum as well.
Also, I realized something about this ability. I thought once I use it, it goes away. No, it doesn't go away. It's just there for 10 minutes.
Oh, well,
that was my mistake before.
So, I think that we just present this in a way that we're not suspicious of them and that we just want their help to be able to help stop these Zentarum attacks, and then when we can get them a little bit separated, a little bit more comfortable, we can veer the conversation a little bit more into the details to see what's really happening behind the curtain.
Yeah.
So I should focus
Just let me
on
know.
the other guards and not...
Well, the whole situation with the guard is weird because it's like, how are that many guards held hostage? Like, that's just silly. There weren't even that many, like, I think they were in on it, but I don't think they know a lot.
The half-orc seems very much very close to her. You know, he is a personal bodyguard. Honestly, I think that her husband, since you personally helped rescue and save his life, is a good person to try and talk to.
And I mean, like, how insecure do you think this man is that he had to tell the guard that he led a revolt of his whole, like, personal retinue to fight off the Zentarum when we literally found him, like, squealing like a pig in a spare bedroom, held at knife point by Urstal Floxen. Like, his ego is probably so fragile.
So I focus on him and maybe the guard?
Maybe the kids if we're able to talk to them, but we don't want to scare them.
Nope. I won't do that to them. I won't do that to them.
No.
They're innocent parties here.
I feel a little weird with the kids too.
I can't do that. Ace, if you wanna, you can, but I can't do that in good conscience.
I'm not talking about scaring the children.
Not even
I
feel they've been through so much. Like, trauma with children is... I don't want to perpetuate that.
Okay.
I'm sure the guards have already... The watch have already done their number. I don't need to help.
Okay.
I think whenever you want to take what I can give you, once you have that, I feel like you should focus your efforts, your augmented abilities on the Lord of the house while you're feeling really amazing, while I'm inside of you.
Okay. I stand up.
Nova starts laughing. High five, Tallice, that was good.
I'm going to get my things and get ready to go.
I'm gonna go put on my pantsuit, because we're investigating!
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take off my fishnet so I don't look so gothy.
Okay. Alright. Raynar will finish getting all the way dressed then, so that he looks presentable. Davel waits, because he's fine.
He's got breakfast, he's good.
That bottle is going to be gone by the time we're all ready and back downstairs.
Actually, he's been nursing a single glass.
Oh, I keep on
And
taking
he's fine, yeah.
it. Thanks, that costs money. Okay.
Are we ready?
You all
Yeah,
can
we
get ready
should-
to go to do your respective things.
Are we staggering or going as a group?
I say we go.
Because we need to do some stuff in an alley before we get there.
Let's take 2 drays. Stagger.
Why not just go together if we're all working with Blacksmith pendants?
I'm gonna call a dray while you decide.
I mean, we'll probably hop off a little early then, because...
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, Davel tosses the guy a gold.
Holy balls!
We did
You don't
that.
need to-
Think.
Circle eye.
Zang Zaddy!
You're taking the dray to The Growlhound Villa?
Yeah.
Dabble and I are hopping off early.
Okay. It is very close. If you guys remember, it was like around the corner and down the block. Do you still want to take a drive?
Oh no.
Oh, wait, no. I thought it was at the other end of the ward.
No, it's through the alley that like the alley makes, and then down the block just a little bit. They live very close to you. So, when you guys snake into that alley that kind of moves a little bit in that S formation going north towards the main road, Davil will kind of step aside, give you a little wink, and he casts a spell. In his appearance changes. He now looks like a human man. And he actually pulled his hair back into like a bun before he did this. So that it wasn't like flowing around his shoulder. If anybody like touched him and touched his long hair and accidentally brushed against it and was like, what the fuck? So his hair is pulled back, but he changes into a human man. So his ears are now rounded. He has dark hair. He has a very pale complexion, green eyes. Basically the opposite of everything he was. Because he has tan skin, long brown hair, or blonde hair, blue eyes. So he like basically human version, opposite of everything he normally is.
I will also do that. Penelope Blackpage has returned. Investigator of noble affairs.
Oh my god,
Wow.
This is one of my favorites of your characters. I was
Reoccurring character for the win. I love it.
And I don't remember what she was. I haven't rewatched that episode, but yeah, she's like a human and she has like dark skin and she kind of has like kind of like the mullet that Miley Cyrus has right now, but it's black hair and she doesn't look like a good lady mullet.
Nice. Love that for her.
Okay. So you guys can go to the villa. And you're all going, correct, Raynar, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is gonna go so bad.
There is a posting of 2 members of the watch outside the Growlhound gate. Who are just kind of standing at attention. Look your direction as you step up.
Here we go. I like look at Nova. It's like, are you ready?
Oh, am I doing it already? I was gonna wait until we were inside before I stole the proficiency.
I grabbed my earring.
I'm saying, are you ready to go?
Oh yeah, let's go.
It's whenever you want to take it. Doesn't have to be now.
Okay, let's go.
I'll get out my little badge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we help you as you step up?
Officers, Penelope Blackpage of the Greyhound. We're here to take over the investigation of the events that have happened in the last 10 days here at the Growlhound Villa.
May I see your documentation? He reaches his hand out for the...
I give him my little thingy. Blink.
Kind of holds it up. Looks at his partner, hands it to him. He looks at it, passes it back to you. His partner pulls out a set of keys and unlocks the gate and pulls it open.
Thank you.
Thank you, officers.
Oh, you might need these. And he pulls out another set of keys and hands them to you. If anything's locked in the house, it'll unlock it. Please return them to us when you're done.
Of course.
Of course. Okay. I'll hold on. I'll hold on to the keys.
I'm the one who's doing the investigating. I'm
I'll
holding
let
on
you
to the
take the
keys.
keys.
Oh god. Fighting over keys.
Okay. I'll take
Because you
the
guys are
keys.
going to talk to the dude.
I'll take the keys and hand them to Tallice.
Just wouldn't make sense.
No, you're right. Okay, let's go. Inside.
Okay. The front door is locked, so it will need to be unlocked as per the keys that you were handed, but it does work. You are able to enter the Grauhund Villa easily enough. Got some friends in high places, y'all. Do you want to do anything in the grounds, or are you going straight up to the front door?
So the grounds had the carriage house, and then the guard barracks was separate too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we just need to go right to the house.
We can check them before we leave if we need to.
Yeah, I'd rather get right to it.
Yep.
Before we, we have about an hour, maybe 2.
I look back up at the same window where Lady Grauhund was looking at us from as we left.
The light in the room is on, but she's not there.
Let's go.
Okay.
Inside.
So heading into the main hall, which is where you guys saw all of the bodies. It's also where the illusion of the golem was. If you remember, there are 2 iron chandeliers that are hanging from the ceiling, which is kind of made of a dark mahogany. It's a lot easier to see now that most of the sconces are lit, and it's less chaotic. You're not immediately running upstairs to find out what's going on. There's a long dining table that's carved from some sort of red wood. Chairs that are surrounding it, with the 2 more elaborate chairs at the front and the head of of each side of the table. Sorry, everything just got skewy. My book leaned on my keyboard and it just went. Yeah, exactly. There we go. So the wood-paneled walls are lined with tapestries and sconces that are now lit. They were not lit before. There are cabinets that contain fine dishes, silverware, candlesticks, things like that. There is a black marble mantelpiece or a fireplace that has a black marble mantelpiece with the framed portrait of the family above it that has the 3 children and the dog. The wood floors are no longer strewn with bodies, but it is definitely stained red with blood. And there are actually 2 servants that are with like a bucket of soap and water and like scrub brushes kind of scrubbing that wood floor. And they kind of sit up when you enter. They're like down on their knees and they kind of sit up on their knees when you enter. Hello? You obviously had a key so you could get in.
Yes, we pardon the intrusion. We're here to help with the investigation.
So you're the new investigators. The watch was here yesterday, but they left after about an hour or so because we were told that somebody else was going to be taking over the investigation.
That would be us. We don't mean to interrupt your work.
Do you need anything? I'm not really sure how these investigations work. Should we stop cleaning?
No. This is Nova. My name is Sir. We're going to be speaking with. We may come to speak with you, ask a few questions. Try not to be too repetitive. We will need to eventually speak with the Lord and Lady of the house, and my other companion here is going to just be having a look around the scene, just to see if there was anything that was missed by the watch.
Okay. Well, there's probably more employees like us around if you have any questions, I guess. I'm not really sure how these investigations really work, but if we're around, if there's anything that you need.
Of course. Thank you for your cooperation. Is there possibly a head caretaker of the household that we could speak with first?
That would probably be Kennedy, and he's either going to be in the kitchens or upstairs. I can run to the kitchens and see if he's there, if I can fetch him for you.
Could you please?
And she will get up and kind of smooths her clothing. And she will go off to the door where you guys came out when you were here before. She's gone momentarily, comes back with an older man, balding, sort of a receding hairline, a beard, dressed in business casual sort of clothing, like a blazer, slacks. Appears to be... He probably coordinates most of the household day-to-day things versus actually doing actual busy work like these women were doing. Comes out, shakes your hand. My name is Kennedy Moore. I am the caretaker of the villa. Is there something that I can do to help you?
Just wanted to make sure that I can keep going. Does Nova want to say anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
She's just watching everybody very closely. So if I could do I don't know if it's like a passive insight or an active insight on these people, but any of them seem nervous.
What is your passive?
21. Chel's face! Like, why do I ask?
And we're level.
My favorite part about this, I'm sorry to divert from a very, what is going to probably be tense situation, is that Nova literally has the ability to see everyone's character sheet. Like, deadass, Nova sees everyone's character sheet and just, can read them.
So you'll know that Sir is feeling very... Sir's probably the most nervous person in the room.
I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm in my element.
I'm crying. Oh, shit. Oh, that hurt.
There's probably an air of nervousness coming from the two people who were cleaning the floors. You're not sure if that is nervousness because city investigators just entered the home that they live in without knocking, or if it's because of something going on with the family that they're there with.
Okay.
So the source of their nervousness is not necessarily easy for you to ascertain, but there is a little bit of not jumpy, but just making sure they're doing everything right sort of nervousness. The man that you just met, Kennedy Moore, has a very stoic sort of face, carries himself very, very straight and proper. I don't know what the hell Dylan's doing, but it is not
I'm doing
Just saying it, Chief.
I'm doing master.
It is not it, Chief.
That is exactly what it is. He's doing the Master Wayne.
So he is more stoic in stone. He's not cold in the way that he is behaving, but he's very clearly used to dealing with people who are of an authority to him, and is doing so in a way that presents himself also as an authority in order to garner respect.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yep, totally. Okay. Yeah, that's all Nova's doing. So she's letting Ace do the talking for now until she feels the need to interject at any point.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Moore. My name is Ace. This is my partner, Nova. We've been sent to take over the investigation. We figured that we should speak with you first.
And what are you going to be needing to do in the course of your investigation, if I might ask?
We are hoping to get a second report of the events from several different people that were present, corroborated against what the City Watch has already figured out, possibly ask further questions concerning some similar events that have taken place elsewhere in the city, and my other companion over there would like to possibly investigate the crime scene a little bit more and see if there was anything that has been missed by the Watch.
All right. So if the crime scene is the only thing that you are needing to investigate, then along with asking questions of those who are here, I do then ask simply that the library be off limits. And he points to a door. There's the front door and then the door next to it.
Okay. So I'll turn to Tallice and be like, "Did you hear that? The library is to be off limits for the investigation."
Loud and clear.
Those are the doors. Not in there.
Of course. Have the utmost respect for the family.
Is there anything else that is off limits?
Not that I can think of.
All right.
Out of character, well, not out of character, but is the library the room that had the book on? They had there was a book on a stand that was like, is that
Yeah.
room?
Yeah.
Shady ass mofos.
Is there possibly maybe a sitting room or somewhere where we can get comfortable and ask questions and have people come in where we can host this?
There is seating here that you can use. Perhaps the dining table would be the best. Then you can lay out anything that you have that you need to take notes with.
That would be perfect. Where is the dining room?
We're standing in it.
That's Dylan!
I know.
That's Dylan!
I know.
Fine.
Where's the dining room? Looks around.
He was like on the table right there.
Where's the family right now?
The children are upstairs with a few of the staff members. I believe that the Lord is in his study. Do knock before you go in. And I do not think the lady is here.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know when she might be back? We may need to speak with her, but of course, we can always
She
come
is
back another
conducting business in the city. I assume she's speaking with a few of the guilds. You understand, a scandal like this in the family, wanting to make sure that there is still business arrangements to be made. She may be back later in the evening, but I can tell her that you stopped by.
Of course, yes. We're hoping to not take up too much of your time here, so if you could just let her know that we have come by and we can hopefully maybe come back and speak with her another time if she ends up being out for too long.
All right. I will be wandering the house or the grounds. Should you have any questions or need anything?
One more question. Sorry. Where
Yes.
is the that half-orc bodyguard? I was wondering if he's present today or is he with the lady?
Harabis is here today, yes. He's with the children.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. Do you mind if we actually just ask you a few questions first and then you can get back to your business
Absolutely.
in the house? All right. So I will go over to the dining table.
He
and I
sits
will-
down.
God.
Raynar will come and sit next to you.
We're peacing out.
Okay.
Tell us,
my
I'll
apo-
message you when I need it.
My apologies, I did not introduce. This is Raynar. He is going to just be assisting me with the means of making sure that everything is done respectfully and according to the standards of the nobles of Waterdeep.
I appreciate that.
All right. We'll get the simple questions out of the way early on. Where were you specifically at the time of the main incident, the attack that happened yesterday, I believe?
The incursion happened yesterday. I believe that I was in the kitchen, beginning preparations for the night's dinner. It was interrupted. I had not been able to begin yet.
Okay. And did you hear or see anything suspicious before the attack? Was there people hanging around outside of the grounds of the villa, or anything like that?
I did not see or hear anybody hanging around outside the grounds. My first inclination that there was an intrusion was when I heard something going on in the pantry.
In the pantry. All right. When you heard something going on in the pantry, what did you do?
Well, considering that what I heard going on in the pantry was a scream, I ushered those that I was with into the laundry room, and we immediately headed upstairs.
All right. Is there an entrance into the building by the pantry? Is that possibly where these men had made their entrance into the villa itself?
The entrance into the building from this side of the house was, in fact, in the kitchen that I was currently in. So there is a door to the pantry from the dining area, and he points behind him to a door that you see on the far eastern wall. And then from the pantry, there is a door into the kitchen. I assume they came from that door and moved through.
All right. And about how long after that incident, when you moved upstairs, did it seem like things had escalated? I believe that the report said that the fighting did end up making its way upstairs, yes?
It did. We could hear it through the walls. There is no entrance from the servants' quarters over into the main areas of the house from the upstairs. I was to the best of my ability, was trying to keep all of the staff calm. So I was not paying too much attention to the duration of the altercations that were happening within the house, but I would guess that it escalated to the point in which we were hearing activity through the walls within about 20 minutes.
All right. Well, it seemed that things progressed very, very quickly. Where were the guard of the house at this time? Do you keep a perimeter guard at the gates or on the grounds at all?
Generally, yes, there is a perimeter guard at the gates and on the grounds, and especially in the carriage house, because there is a door to the street from the carriage house. But it seems that whoever came apparently decided or had been watching the house for quite some time, because it happened during a guard change.
During a guard change.
So there were no guards at that time at the gates, which would have been an opportune time. But frequently the guards will be patrolling the gates, and then we have a guard inside as well. And then there are also people who are of our personal guard that go out into the city and perform tasks as well. So not all of our guard were present at the time.
All right. So we know that everything escalated last night or yesterday. The report states that the masters of the house informed the guard that there had actually been a hostage situation taking place over the course of over a 10-day. Would you like to speak more on that for me, please?
If you have specific questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
I would like to know what the nature of this hostage situation was. Was everything going as normal during that time? What was the situation within the household from your perspective?
Everything was operating as normal, as was the stipulations of the hostage situation. We were potentially, I suppose, though I was not present for any of the discussions among the lady and the lord of the house and anybody who was keeping us there. I was only instructed to follow the instructions of those who were here in the home. You're muted, Ink.
And were one of those people this Erstal person?
Mr. Floxen, yes.
Did you have any interaction with Mr. Floxen directly?
Frequently. I served him food. I directed my staff to cater to his needs on a daily basis. He was actually, I believe, staying in the house for some time.
Was he staying in the house prior to the hostage situation, was he perhaps invited as a guest or a someone to do business with, and then the situation turned into the hostage situation?
No, it seems he was planted for the situation itself, to make sure that we were following through with whatever it was that they were asking the Lord and Lady to do.
All right. And what was in we have an we have Dylan is messing up his words. What was their hope for getting out of holding the family hostage?
Again, I was not a part of any of the discussions that they had with the Lord and Lady of the house. I was simply instructed to follow their instructions should they give them to me.
Who gave
All
you
right.
that instructions? Who specifically told you that they were being held hostage and to accommodate Ursula?
Lord and Lady Garhund.
Okay.
All right. It says here that the Lord of the House was present and took a quite leading role in the attack to liberate the family. Do you have any idea how he was able to break away from the situation to recruit assistance from the guard?
Well, they're our own personal guards, so they are on the premises at all times. I would assume he spoke with them that way.
Right. The guards were allowed to remain armed and do their patrols as per normal, I assume.
Seems that they wanted to keep up presentation.
All right.
If there was any deviation from the household's normal routine, suspicion would have arisen.
All right. Let me just get some of this down. I'm going to check it with the March's version of the story. Nova, if you have any questions while I just get this down.
Can I insight check him? Does he remember me from yesterday?
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Not that good. 16. Roll the shit.
His gaze has lingered on you a few times. He'll be talking to Sir and then kind of look in your direction and then look back and then look in your direction. It seems so.
I have to ask about one of the casualties that happened yesterday. The lady that
Yes.
fell. I believe her throat was cut.
Yes. That was, I have to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yes, that would have been, Isabel.
Isabel. Had she worked here long?
Quite a long time, in fact. I'd say over a decade.
The first scream you heard, do you believe it was her?
I do.
Has her family been contacted?
They have.
Okay. How is everyone else in the staff holding up in terms of shock?
There are some faring better than others, and those that are faring more poorly, I have given time off.
Okay.
They are upstairs resting.
Okay, that's good. And how are you holding up?
As well as anyone can, considering I've been held hostage for over a 10-day and then had to usher my staff upstairs to stay safe from an incursion in my own. But I am holding up.
You did a great service to all of the workers and the family. Thank you for that direction.
He nods.
Yeah, I'm sure
I'm
your
happy
quick
that no one
thinking
else was
kept...
able.
Yeah, your quick thinking kept a lot of people alive, so...
Yes.
You did good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the reassurance.
Yeah, I think I'm good here.
I suppose the only thing that I want to just make sure I'm not super hopeful of it, but had any of these men and women that were involved in this hostage situation, these Zentarum agents, did any of these men look familiar to you or anyone that may have been seen or interacted with before this in any capacity, to your knowledge?
Are you asking if I knew them prior to this incident?
Just if possibly they had been seen, even if it had been a considerable length ago, as this could connect to other issues that have been coming up in the city.
I only was able to see corpses after the math because I immediately ran upstairs with my staff. But a few of the people who were casualties of the event I've seen in and out of the house. We very frequently had Zentarum agents in and out of our home, conducting whatever business they conducted, both with whatever the Lord and Lady were being forced to do, and with this Mr. Floxen. But beyond that, I did not recognize any of them.
All right. And you said that you believe that Mr. Floxen may have been staying in the home for this time.
There was a room upstairs that he frequented, in which we also found a few flying snakes in a cage afterwards. I assume he had taken up residence here in order to watch the family.
I do have one more question before we end here. The nimble right that the lady got as a gift, do you remember when that was and who gave it to her? Do you remember that happening at all?
We were not aware of who delivered the nimble right. I think she assumed that it was a gift from an admirer, of which she has plenty.
Right.
It arrived. This whole situation with the Zentarum started about 10 days ago, and I would say it arrived about 10 days ago, about a month ago.
Okay.
We believe it to be a Zentarum spy, that it was here keeping an eye on us in those weeks prior to the 10-day we've been experiencing, to make sure that they knew all of our movements and such.
All right. Okay. I'm done.
I believe that's all the questions that we have for you right now, Mr. Moore. Could you just let our other members of our team know possibly the specific location of that room where Erstor was staying, so that they could...
Yes, if you go up to the top of the stairs, take an immediate turn into that main area, and it is straight across. There's a bathroom first and then a room immediately following.
All right. Thank you so much for your help.
Let me know if you have any more questions or if you need anything while you're here. Would you like me to have the staff fix you all lunch?
I had a
That's
late
fair.
breakfast. I'm good.
Okay.
We're fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I think that's all the questions that we have for you right now.
Okay. He gets up, he'll shake both of your hands, and then he will move into the area where the laundry room, the kitchen, and the pantry are.
I'm just gonna message over the earring. I'm not sure any more of the help are gonna know much more than he is. I think we need to focus more on the guards now.
Yes,
Are you
I
sure
agree
he
with
was
you.
telling the truth?
He seemed
This
pretty
host-
upfront.
this hostage situation, Delio, complicates things.
They were certainly covering their tracks with their staff, that's for sure.
So who are you hitting next?
Well, where are you heading?
You should check out that room.
We're going to the ballroom, man!
Oh god
Okay,
damn it!
Okay.
First of all, if we walked in to the dining room and he looked at a door and was like, "Don't go in there," and then sat down and had an interview, I can't get in there unless I find another room. We're going to the ballroom first.
I know. Yeah, he was like, we can sit right here, and I was like, are you sure?
Luckily, if you need to, you can, yeah. I mean, I can figure. I have ways, but it's just not happening right now.
Yeah, I want to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
that was
same.
long.
Okay. So you were heading upstairs to the ballroom?
Yes.
With Davil?
Yes. And can I have Bramble go invisible? And this is probably not going to work. I'm going to see if he can get into either the library or like it was like the office. It's probably the doors are probably shut and like flush because it's a nice house, so he probably can't get in, right?
To the office. Let me see. There it is. The study is the door to the study is actually right next to the stairs. So it goes front door, library door, study door. And no, he can't unless you open the door. He cannot get into it.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna I just want Bramble to like go around and if he can find anybody and just listen into what they're saying and he can just send me a mental message to what he hears.
Okay. So he flies off. He actually will slip through the door that Mr. Mora just went through before it closes.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes through that direction.
Hell yeah, Bramble. The best boy.
But with Davil on your heels, you can head upstairs. The door to the ballroom is immediately on your right, top of the stairs. Open it up. So if you remember, there's gilded mirrors and tasseled tapestries and stained glass lamps that are on all of the walls. Above a fireplace, there's a stag's head that's made out of blown glass. There's a veined marble floor that's very polished and has a very mirror-like sheen. There's a tacky crystal chandelier dangling from the ceiling, and on the ceiling is a mural depicting an orgy.
That's all she
So I
wanted.
get in there, I immediately close the door, and I just go.
So he
Oh,
walks
no.
in,
Oh,
and
Oh, you're back.
Oh.
everyone. Okay,
Oh.
sorry, my internet is ass. It's back now. Okay.
okay. So you walk in, and what do you do?
I close the door behind us, and I turn to him and I whisper, "Look up."
And he's just, wow. That is expertly painted, isn't it? The detail on that. And you're like,
I told you it was a ballroom in every sense of the word.
quite a few, in fact, as he's like looking up.
I think maybe. So being in this room and also having done the fly around of the house yesterday, and there's a lot of tapestries on these walls. Does the
Correct.
space of the room, is it mismatched with the walls on the outside? Like there might be a secret door or like a secret room, or is it like pretty much the same?
Roll a perception check.
This is not my forte. Can Davil help me?
Well, I
Yeah,
was gonna
go
say,
ahead. If you voice that to him, he
Not
will have it.
20! I literally,
Okay.
I was gonna say you had inspiration too.
No, I literally didn't even have to roll twice. Wow.
It does not appear that there is too much of a discrepancy in the size of this. Are you asking for the house specifically or this room?
This room, because there's a lot of tapestries on the wall, and I don't really want to move all of them necessarily, but I will if something seems off.
It does not appear that there's too much of a discrepancy between the size of the walls and the tapestry itself in this particular room.
So then there's not any space between the wall outside and the wall of the inside of the house. Like there's
No,
all
it
windows
doesn't.
all around.
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm Especially towards the front of the house, and then there were windows on the side, because this part of the house kind of juts out. The house is like a rectangular shape,
Mm-hmm.
and then the ballroom juts out from it towards the north side, and the barracks jut out to the east side. So the house is kind of like a big L shape with a little like the barracks on the part of the L that is the horizontal line.
And there's no other door in and out of this room?
No, just the one you just went through.
Okay. We'll probably peek behind a couple tapestries, but do our best to not disturb them too much. Just to see if there's anything. But this is mostly for the orgy mural.
Okay. There's like wood paneled walls that are behind there, but nothing very specifically that points to, hey, there's a trapdoor or like a hidden panel or anything like that.
Someone left a note saying, I'm a bad guy.
Wouldn't that just be easy?
Hell yeah.
Okay, then the next room I want to take him to is the room that Urstel was in with the circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then you would need to go into the bathroom where you were there when Urstel was banging on the door. Going into this foyer, basically, where the battle had previously happened the night before. There's a lot of blood stains on the ground. There's the doors to the master bedroom area that's immediately to your left, where if you're facing the bathroom where you were intending to go. The doors to the master bedroom area are open that way. In that room, you can see Harabis, the half-orc, sitting on a couch, kind of holding a book, basically, that he's flipping through the pages really rhythmically, like he's not even reading, like if somebody was like holding a magazine, and he's not reading, he's actually looking up and directly ahead of him. You two come into this area, and he looks to his right, sorry, I'm getting in my map a little bit, his right, and kind of furrows his brow at you a bit. And
he's in the bathroom?
No, the master bedroom.
Which
you can see.
Oh, and so that's next to the bathroom that leads into the room that had the circle.
What you're kind of looking at, you're going straight ahead to the bathroom, the room where the circle is. But then to your left, you can see there's the French doors that lead into the master bedroom, which are open. And that's the fighting is where you currently are, in the foyer. This is like what you're seeing as you're like moving towards that bathroom.
Okay.
So the foyer where you're currently standing, moving towards that bathroom, is where all the fighting was, and there's like bloodstains and things on the ground. To your left is those French doors that open up into the master bedroom, where there's like the bed, there's a tub, there's like a couch that can, like a seating area, and that's where the half-orc bodyguard is sitting, is in that seating area. But you can see him very clearly because these are French doors, and the French doors, if you know what they are, have like, they're like glass basically.
Yeah,
and, like,
top
panes.
to bottom.
Top to bottom. So you can like see into the room, and he can see out into the foyer. So when he hears you guys come into the foyer to make your way to that room, he looks up and kind of gives you a look and stands up.
Is he like coming over here?
Yes.
Fuck. Oh, balls. I kind of give Davil a side eye, and I'm gonna nod my head for him to like go into the room, and I'm gonna wait to speak to the half-orc guy.
Davil begins to step into that room, and he goes, No. Who are you? And
I'll take out my thingamabob. My little gray hand thingy.
Okay.
My name is Penelope Blackpage, and I'm here with the Grey Hand to take over the investigation from the City Watch.
Davil steps up. Pierce Hammond, I am also here to assist.
Pierce Hammond. That's like an elf being like, what's a human name?
I mean, it's Pierce Hammond and Penelope Blackpage.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like, what do humans do? Oh, they have like last names that are also first names, right? Yeah, that's what humans do.
To be fair, Forgotten Realms names are like Glorbnox, like Parker.
I'm a dwarf and my family is Stone Shaper. It's like, oh wow.
Oh wow. Wow.
Crying.
He does not shake Davil's hand as he, Pierce's hand as he extends it. He just takes the thing from you. All right, you're here. What is it exactly that you're needing in this room?
Well, we were told that the gentleman responsible for holding your family hostage had been perhaps using this room to communicate with his organization and plan his affairs, and so we merely want to do a sweep of the place and make sure that the watch hasn't missed anything.
Then I'm sure you won't mind if I tag along.
Of course not. Y'all, I'm about to fucking charm person this dude.
Let Nova know. I'll come collect him for an interview.
Yeah, no, I actually was about to I just want to subtly, rub my ear, and while touching my ear and be like, yeah, so the half-orc guard was really on edge and is requiring that he escort us into that room Ursula was in. Should I try to charm him to walk away?
I'll be up. Give me a minute.
Fuck balls. So we'll just start in the bathroom, and we're just looking around and looking in that stuff, and
He's just standing behind you with his arms crossed.
We're looking at the blood smears and talking like, oh yes, it seems like somebody must have been killed right here, and then they were dragged, and we're doing the CSI shit.
Davil's like, you can see here the door. This is probably where it was being kicked in a bit. We should probably take measurements of these footprints.
Yes, I was thinking the exact same thing. And we're just CSIing until Nova comes up to help.
Yeah, and he's just standing there watching.
I'll kind of look over. Oh, okay, go. Help me, Nova.
As Nova's coming up, because Moore was like, oh, he's upstairs with the children. She's kind of just gonna as she's walking up the stairs, she's gonna call out, Rabaz?
He just turns around because you can see you come up the stairs and it's straight ahead, basically. So he glances over his shoulder.
Hi.
Hello, I recognize you.
I recognize you. Can I have
Steps out into the foyer.
Can I have a moment of your time? Are the children okay? Can you leave them alone for a minute?
The children are in that room. I'm supervising this at the moment, though.
Oh, I was told you were supervising the children. I was hoping I could get a word in with you. We have conducting interviews downstairs, and you're next on our list.
Glances back. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh shit! I didn't take it.
Oh no! We should have done it. Listen, if you need to take my inspiration, take the inspiration, because this is worth it.
Okay.
I was gonna save it for the library, but this is important.
Oh, thank God you gave me that inspiration, bitch. Where's my persuasion?
I don't like him.
I don't either.
Dirty 20!
I was about to charm him, and it was probably gonna be real bad.
I mean, when we don't comply with the cops, it's funny, but when he doesn't do it, it's lame, because now we're the cops.
It do be like that, though.
I suppose I can answer a few questions, but we're going to do it in here so that the children are within earshot. And he walks over to the master bedroom.
Okay, I'll go collect my colleagues. Just give me a minute.
Thanks, Nova.
And before I leave, I'm grabbing that proficiency from Tallice. Or when I come back, I'll take it. Yeah.
No, take it now. You gotta take it now, because I don't want them to see it while he's walking into the room with his back turned, because you glow when you do this.
Okay. Yep. I'll do it.
Oh, can we do some real gay shit? We're holding each other's hands and staring deep into each other's eyes.
I don't technically need to touch you, but sure.
Hold my hands, beach.
I assume you are willingly allowing this to happen. Okay.
I have. Are you gonna tell her, or I have performance and persuasion. If you want persuasion, you can take persuasion.
I'll take persuasion. But yeah, I do learn what you're good at.
Shall I read it off to you?
Sure! Because no one wants to know.
Yes,
Or message me if you don't want to put it on stream.
I don't. Light armor, simple weapons, and a whip. Disguise kit, forgery kit, common, elvish, sylvan, arcana, deception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth, saving throws, and wisdom, and charisma. I think that's everything.
Shit.
Whew!
Nova kind of just gives you like a look up and down, like, and goes to, goes to get Ace and
I
Rainy.
wink at her.
I wanted to ask Raynar something. If he stayed with me when Nova went up.
He did, yes.
Okay. It is really hard to interview the servants when they could just be mimicking what their lords have told them to say.
Are we sure they're mimicking what their lords have told them to say, or they could just be mimicking what their lords are telling them to say? That is a thing that it goes either way, but do they believe what they're saying? Or is this something that they've practiced? Is this a script?
Would have had to have... Well, I guess even though it was only last night that things got bad, they could have been practicing this for a while. Did it feel practiced to you?
Rolling insight
As he
for your man.
rolls. Give him that insight.
Yeah,
check.
he whips out some dice.
Let me... Hold on, sir, hold on.
Sorry, I need to find his sheet now.
I'm sure we have put you in a situation where you have to have a bunch of character sheets up right now, so
I have like 20
appreciate it.
character sheets up right now, man.
I literally made sure to sit in between the two most insightful people I know because I have a -2 insight. I can't tell if any of these people are lying.
Okay, so he says, honestly, yes, but I'm not sure if that is because he's parroting what he's been told, as in he believes this or not, but it's definitely something. He was just he had a response to everything you said, and it was immediate.
Right.
There was no hesitation.
If this had been a little bit more of a panicked sense, you would think that maybe he would have maybe even just stammered a little bit.
This just happened yesterday, and they were upstairs, from what you guys have told me anyway, cowering in their quarters.
This happened
I don't know.
just yesterday.
Maybe he is more level-headed than we're giving, but...
Well, this happened just yesterday, and while everyone else is seeming to try to get control of themselves, the lady of the house leaves to go do business.
Precisely.
I tap my ear, and Nova says that apparently next we're going to be talking to the bodyguard. He's a bit of a hard ass, so if you can think of anything to say in the moment that makes him a little bit less of a hard ass, that would be great, because he's not going to like to see me.
I can certainly try.
Just be yourself.
Alright.
Now we'll wait for Nova to come back with them.
Okay.
Or actually, wait. He said he was going to do it up there, so you.
Yeah,
call
I'm
us.
coming. I'm coming down to get you.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you can come down.
No, I'll wait.
Okay.
Now I'll collect them and let them know he's doing the guise of watching over the children, but I think he wants to watch the other two. So let's try and keep him distracted.
All right. Well, I guess we're moving this upstairs then.
Apparently.
I really hate that guy.
Before we go, do you?
She does it over earring because Rainy can't hear, but she'll let Rainy know in a minute.
Do you think I should cast Detect Thoughts before we walk in there?
He's close. I think. Yeah.
Okay, so I will.
Don't go deeper.
No, I'll surface only.
Okay.
And then I will telepathically let Rainey know that's my plan as well. So if he has any interjections or qualms against this, like, let me know now.
No, he taps his nose like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I probably hear that in the bathroom, and there's a moment where I'm like, Nova. In my mind, I'm like, Nova's about to do it.
Okay.
Go in on him.
All right.
Can I have Bramble? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. You guys finish.
We're just walking up the stairs, so do what you need to do.
Can I have him try? So he has Heart Sight, which I will link the description of into the chat. Can he poke like the left? If there's no one else in the kitchen, can he poke the left shoulder of the staff guy that they interviewed, and then fly to the right and go up to the ceiling, and then go back invisible after a round because he doesn't have say he has a limit on his invisibility, and do Heart Sight so this would be right after he left the interview. He will know the creature's current emotional state, and if he fails a DC 10 charisma saving throw, we'll also know the guy's alignment. And if he's a celestial fiend or undead, he'll automatically fail.
Okay.
But it doesn't say that he would know it happened, so I don't think he would know it would happen.
No, I would
He would
say
just
no.
feel a tiny, tiny poke.
Yeah. Okay. So. So he rolled a 12 on his charisma saving throw.
Okay, that's fine.
So you at least don't know his alignment. But Bramble kind of follows after him, gives him a poke on the shoulder, and then you hear this guy, Tallice, he's very, very, very level. But ooh, is he nervous?
I love you. You keep doing what you do. Stay hidden, and if you see anybody else, like if you can get that guard who's a fucking asshole, or the Lord who's an even bigger gaping asshole, then try to get them too, but make sure you stay hidden.
You got it, boss.
If they see you, tell me and I'll snap you away.
You got it, boss.
Love you. Kisses.
And I'm gonna hop on my earring and say, hey guys, Bramble just told me that guy you just interviewed, he's a pretty even kid. Was real nervous coming out of that interview.
Alright, we'll do a follow-up after this one.
Yeah, sounds like something that Raynar was telling me about, that he could have had to have practiced what he was going.
Alright. Horrible.
Oh boy.
You guys head upstairs to find he's standing at the doorway to the master bedroom. Sees you come up, looks at you, sir, squints a bit. So you're assisting in this investigation.
That would be correct, yes.
And would I be correct as well in assuming that you perhaps have not informed anyone of your involvement here?
That's incorrect.
He steps aside to let you guys into the room.
Incorrect.
Comes in and sits down. The door to the children's bedroom is open, and you can hear them playing with their toys in there.
I don't know if you two formally spoke. This is Nova. She's helping.
My name is Harabis.
You've heard. Sit down. Is there out of character, is there a table that they could write their notes and stuff on?
Yeah, there's like a seating area with like a kind of like table situation.
Okay, so I'll gesture for Ace and Rainey to like get that set up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Raynar walks up to him and holds his hand out. My name is Raynar Neverember. I'm so sorry I didn't introduce you sooner. I think I've actually met you before. I think I've seen you with the lady of the house at a few social functions. kind of gives him a strained, smile. I'm here just to make sure that everything goes swimmingly regarding any customs or any... Just to make sure that there's no disrespect to the family. So I will be here making sure that this interview does not go south. You can be rest assured that I am here to make sure that you are respected in this manner, Harabbas. He sits down.
Yes, Raynar is here to make sure that we act accordingly now. Okay, Harabbas, I'm sure that you've been asked plenty of questions already. I will try not to be too repetitive, but we just have to go through the motions, so to speak. So, I would actually like to start a little bit earlier than last night. I would like to know from your perspective how this hostage situation began.
Oh, well, it was about a 10-day ago. I am unsure entirely of the details regarding how the lady of the house began speaking with Zentarum, but I do know that somehow they learned of our routine. We're assuming, I suppose, it was the nimble rite that was delivered about a month ago. But they apparently wanted money to fund things that they were attempting to do.
Is Detect Thoughts giving me any surface level thoughts on what he's saying?
Yes. Surface level thoughts immediately upon entering. Sorry, I totally...
No, it's okay. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're... So immediately upon entering, he's extremely...
Yeah, us too, buddy.
He is extremely irritated. Does not want to be doing this, very much just attempting to... There's a lot of thoughts of, attempting to make sure the children don't hear.
Mm.
There are a few scattered thoughts wanting to listen as much as he can to what's going on in the other room. So there is some of his attention is being put towards that. When the questions begin to be asked, what he is saying is being repeated over and over again in his head.
Like a script.
Yeah, kind of. He's repeating it, and then it's coming out of his mouth. He's repeating it, and then it's coming out of his mouth.
Okay.
There's a lot of focus going on into what he is saying to you.
All right. Erstal.
So Floxen.
Yes. He seemed to have been the head of this operation. And we heard that he was actually staying within the home.
Yes, he was.
Did you have any, from your position, direct interaction with Erstal at all?
Frequently, actually. Keeping him away from the lady of the house when it was necessary. Acting as a liaison to them so that she didn't have to deal with him.
So, in your own words, how would you describe how the Lord and Lady of the House were interacting with Erstal over the course of this hostage situation?
Frequently speaking with him regarding, again, I assume money. He kind of moved around the house freely, which the lady didn't enjoy. Nova, what he's saying right now isn't necessarily untrue. Regarding your current surface level thoughts. she didn't enjoy Ursula moving freely around the house. He did move freely around the house. Even the money part isn't necessarily a lie.
So money was definitely moving hands, but just the reasons.
You're not sure if the reasons are truthful. But
Okay.
I would like to get a better understanding of your role within the household. You are not the head of the guard, per se. You are a
No.
personal bodyguard
I am
for...
a personal bodyguard mostly for Lady Grahund. But I also will protect the children if she asks. Which is why I am here babysitting. But she told me she would prefer I protect the children in this day following this incident rather than herself. So
Yes, the lady of the house, we were told, is not present at this time.
she's not.
She's handling business with guilds.
That was what she told me.
Do you...
Again,
just feel-
Nova, all true.
Do you feel that from your professional opinion and from your job of keeping the lady safe, do you agree that she should be out of the house right now with ongoing investigation with everything that had just happened a night before?
I trust that she is doing something she believes needs to be done today.
All right. We were hoping to get to speak with her, but we can organize that at some other time. So, on paper, at least officially, you are sworn for protection with the lady. You are not necessarily under employ of the house itself.
Correct.
All right. When everything started to escalate, I'm trying to sort of piece together how this attack was organized, how everyone, why that particular moment, who was able to rouse the guard, how was, for example, the lady able to be armed and armored and prepared for a fight? How did the moments prior to that on your end of defending yourselves, how was that organized?
The lady and I were already preparing to leave the house to go and conduct business within the city. That was why she was already armored and ready to go. We had actually even gotten her horse prepared, who is now missing. In fact, we do not know where he is. So it was convenient, fortunately, that we were both armed and ready to go. There were frequently Zentarum agents in and out of the house. Most of the agents that were in the altercation were already present. Some people entered afterwards. I would assume they did so because it was a guard change. That was that timing of the day, which is why we hadn't left yet. We were waiting for the guard to change. I was making sure that everything was going okay in the home. But most people were already present in the home, in fact. Erstil arrived later. I assume he let people in.
Out of character, yeah. If that was her horse, it was the one that was loaded up with gold. So she was about to go pay somebody. The nimble run. It seems to be something that keeps on coming back. When was the last time that you saw the nimble ride?
It was in the house yesterday, in fact.
All right. And what was it doing? Where did it go? Did you?
I saw it in the morning. Beyond
At
that,
what
I'm
time?
not sure.
Around?
Very, very early. I would say probably around 6 or 7 a.m.
Was that before the fireball
Yes.
attack?
The fireball was pretty early.
Did it go into the lady's quarters at all? We heard that there was a personal item of hers that was taken or missing.
It's in and out of her quarters pretty frequently. I don't know if it was in her quarters that day. I saw it downstairs. But I move around the house I'm usually up very, very early in the day, and I'm moving around the house pretty frequently, especially the lady up as well, making sure that things are going smoothly on her end. And as I said, we were preparing to leave for the day, so.
Yeah. That was the last. Yeah, that was the last question he was trying to get.
I was just waiting to interject because Nova has a question that she's been wanting to ask.
Since we were there yesterday, there is something I am a little bit curious about. Ursula mentioned that the lady of the house had something that he wanted. Do you know what that was?
I don't.
Inside check!
Go ahead.
Get him, Nova! Get him!
Natural 20!
Do it to him!
Yes, girls! Yes, girls!
He's very, very good at lying. Very good at lying. He doesn't blink. His breath does not hitch. He doesn't sweat. His face doesn't flush. He has no tics whatsoever that most people can see. His weight does kind of shift a bit as he answers the question. You do have the suspicion this man is lying about the question you just asked him.
Abbas, as we are under official authority from the Blackstaff for this investigation, this is a very serious nature. I need to ask you once more. Are you sure you don't know what Ursula was looking for?
No, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Or you're just not privy to tell us?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that's your problem then, huh?
Might be
It
yours
is
soon too.
all of our problems. I'm sure that
I
you
don't know what
understand.
to tell you.
Well, if you are indeed telling the truth, then you would have no qualms about agreeing to an official interrogation under the Zone of Truth. You have nothing to hide, right?
No, I don't.
We would like to have your verbal consent with Mr. Raynar here as witness to it as well, that you are agreeing to be put under this spell for the means of making sure that we are getting all of the information that we are asking for. Do you understand?
I do.
Do you consent to the use of this spell in this manner?
I do.
I'll kind of sit back.
Oh my god, this is like.
I was gonna use that! I did not know it was gonna be him! I thought it was gonna be the Lord, but I guess it's him. Kristy's shaking.
Grass he's about to jump out the window.
Well, I mean, I will say this, Kristy. Nothing says that you can't wave your hands around and be like, the spell is on. But I mean,
Well, but then he wouldn't be magically compelled to speak the truth, and she knows if he fails.
Yep.
You caught him. You've caught him in the lie, and we have.
Yep.
It's up to you.
No, she's gonna cast it because she's pissed right now that he's lying to her face, and she gave him the option to try again.
Okay. So I forget. Do I have to save for it too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, and so does Raynar.
And it's wisdom.
Yo, he's about to ask you if I'm actually. Yep. Just remember, you don't have to answer the exact truth. You can speak around it.
Oh, and Nova knows that too.
Yeah. Okay. So
You can just choose
Raynor
not to
failed
speak. Oh, buddy.
with a 7.
Oh, buddy. I kind of just look at Rainy
okay.
like, really?
is it wisdom?
It's wisdom.
I do want to say I rolled a 17, but it makes it a 15.
You're still good.
We're sitting at 14 DCs right now.
Yeah, we're sitting at 14 DC because I don't have... Yeah, that's all I got. Level 3.
We'd ask him. We would ask him that he does not try to resist the spell because we'll know.
He does anyway. And he rolled an 18.
Oh, what an ass! Get him, Nova. Get him.
You've done your spell. Ask your questions.
I see you resisted.
Or perhaps you're not as powerful as you thought.
No, just insightful. That's all I need. Do you have more questions, Ace? Don't expect a truthful answer, though.
Could you please fetch the Lord of the House for us?
I can tell you where he is. I cannot leave the children.
Of course. Where is he?
First door at the bottom of the stairs.
All right. Nova, I will be right back.
Let me know if you have anything else you need to conduct your investigation.
We will. Thanks anyway.
I'm sweating. I'm like sweating.
How long does the Zone of Truth last?
10 minutes. Can you walk the Lord into it?
Well, because I need to tell him that the spell is active before he steps into it.
Yeah.
Unknowingly.
Or is it just only the people in the initial casting area?
It may be just
it's only when you enter, so you can leave and enter each time you come back.
But the radius does not travel with you,
No,
so he would have to come upstairs
he'd have to
into
come
that
upstairs.
range. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Which means that the guard is going to be there if you put him in the Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will go knock on the office door.
Okay. There is a beat. Actually, yes, that is. Thank you, Vic. I was getting into it, man. That is a good point for a break, I think.
Hell yeah!
So we will take a 5 to 7 minute break, hopefully, and be back in a bit.
BRB fam. We're back.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced Takeover of Mystic Hour.
Yay.
Unless anybody has anything to say before we jump back in, I think we can just get right to it.
Let's go.
Okay. So, Tallice, did you want to go, or do you want to start with?
No, I think
Lord.
the interrogation thing is, I think, really, really important right now.
Okay. So there is a knock on the door. That you knocked on the door. There is a beat. He doesn't knock back. That'd be weird. Just trying to switch it up, man.
Could be fun.
And the door opens. Not all the way, just kind of a crack.
Lord Grahun.
Hello.
Again.
He kind of
yes.
He steps out and closes the door.
I have.
Hello again. Yeah.
Yes, I have found myself in your home again, but this time, this is on official business with the Grey Hand. We are helping with the investigation.
I was wondering who was going to take over once the watch left yesterday.
Yes.
I did not know you were members of the Grey Hands when we spoke. Why wasn't that not something you led with?
I do apologize. It is mostly due to the nature of, while we were investigating something related, as we said, I think we asked about your nimble right, we did not know that the events were so closely connected. So we went and got permission to make sure that we could conduct this investigation. So we were making sure that everything was right with paperwork and all of that officially before coming back. I apologize for any misconception.
No apologies needed. What can I do for you? How can I assist?
We are conducting some interviews with members of the household to corroborate against the Watch's own reports. If it is a bad time, I can come back later, but I was hoping that we could speak with you for just a few minutes.
No, if it's just a few minutes, I don't mind speaking. And he gestures, or he waves to get the attention of the woman who's still cleaning. And tells her to go do something else for now, and gestures towards the dining table.
Before we step inside, my lord, as per code legal, I want you to be aware that there is currently a Zone of Truth spell that is active within the area where Nova is sitting right now. Of course, you are not by any means obligated to have to subject yourself to the spell. I just want you to know that it is.
Are you taking him upstairs to the Zone of Truth?
Yeah, I'm taking him to where Nova is.
Okay, so he will follow you upstairs.
Yeah, so I'll say it as
all
I'm
right.
speaking.
Thank you for informing me as much.
Of course. So if there is anything, if that is not something that you would like to consent to, please state so, just so that we can kind of organize that as per your.
Is it necessary?
It is not necessary. No, it is entirely just so that we can get everything as truthful as we can. I would ask that you do, but I cannot force you to. I just want you to be made aware.
One sec.
Guys, I can't say that he's obligated to.
It's kind of necessary.
It's kind of necessary.
Delivered food.
But
Not
legally,
that he's forced to, but yes, that it's necessary. There's a difference between that.
that's a line that I don't want to walk. I don't want to say it's necessary because legally he doesn't have to.
If he has nothing to hide, he has nothing to worry about and no reason to say no. You could present it like that.
Well, that is what I presented it as. I said that we are doing it to make sure that we get the best report. I want you to be aware that I would like you to, but I cannot force you to. That's what I said. We're mostly going, if I can be candid, there doesn't seem to be too much that the Watch hasn't already covered. I don't think that there are going to be any questions that surprise you. It'll look good for the Grey Hand and the Blackstaff specifically. We're not going to ask you any serious questions while in the Zone of Truth, so that you know. That's just something that I want you to know. Not supposed to
Since
tell
you brought him upstairs to the truth, Harabis is there.
Yeah.
He will look to Harabis and say, if you could take the children and take them outside, I would be greatly appreciative. And he stands and nods. He goes to the room, gestures the children out. They kind of give you guys, like, the two kids. They're, like, roughly, like, 8 and, like, 13. Kind of give you guys, like, a side eye as you go. But they go with him.
You already know Nova. I believe this is Raynar Neverember. He is here to make sure that everything is done respectfully in regards to your family as this investigation follows through.
He will step into the Zone of Truth.
Get him, Nova! Get him, Nova!
With the way that you guys are talking, why don't you roll me a persuasion check? You can either each roll one, or you can roll one at advantage.
Roll one.
Okay, we'll each roll one. I'll use my inspiration from last
18.
week. Dirty 20.
Hey.
Okay. So he steps into the Zone of Truth and sits down. He willingly fails. Kind of gives you a strained smile.
All right. And one more thing that I do want to say before we get started, my lord, not on official record, we are not meaning to try and do anything that is going to hurt the image of your family in any way. We have read the Watch's official statement. We are not...
That my
We do
wife
not
fed
believe-
them?
Yes. Painted you quite well. We are not meaning to expose any of those events. We just want to try and figure out what the Zentarum wanted with your family.
Can I insight? Is he like resentful that she did that without?
With your passive? Yeah, yes. Yes.
He's pissed about it. He didn't want that. Okay. Oh, marital problems. Okay.
My lord, you were held at knife point with this knife, actually, because I still have Erstel's dagger ever since I took it. I'll put it on the table. Not in a threatening way, but like as just to prove the point. But I would like to know, Erstel tried so hard to get into that room where you were, to take you hostage specifically because he requested something of your wife.
Indeed.
We would like to know, we're trying to figure out what this is. Because your family could still be at risk. Erstel, as we know, is still out there. The Zentarum are still out there for your safety, for your family's safety. If there is anything that you know so that we can stop this before it happens again. If there was anything that you could tell us, please.
Now that we are alone and my wife is not present, I am willing to cooperate fully.
Yes, there seems to be possibly something with the lady of the house.
Define something.
What did he want in exchange for your life? What was so
A
important?
stone.
A stone.
A stone. Like some sort, like a gem?
No. She called it the Stone of Galore. It's some kind of ancient creature that's been transformed into an artifact that knows the location of a hidden vault in Waterdeep that apparently contains 500,000 dragons.
And he was convinced that your wife had it?
Yep.
Does she still have it?
Not that I know of anymore.
But she did.
Briefly. That was what the entire altercation yesterday was about.
And
My wife was frustrated with the Zentarum, their inability to secure the artifact. So she gave a necklace of fireball to her nimble right and sent it on its way to help retrieve the stone. It was careless. It caught the Zentarum in the blast by mistake.
Yo, she's responsible for killing all those people outside. Sorry, I'm not here.
The necklace has been found, and it was turned over to the Black Staff. This very well could come back negatively on your wife. Is there a particular reason why you are so willing and cooperative at this time and not earlier before?
Because my children are in danger now.
Thank you.
Do you
They were not
believe-
involved before.
Mm,
And
now they are.
this has brought violence into my own home.
Mm,
And
I understand completely. I agree. I don't suppose you know where that nimble right went, do you?
No, unfortunately. She gave it a map of where she wanted it to go, and off it went.
Do you suspect
Did it
that
use
the
the-
stone was with the nimble right when it left?
It was, absolutely it was.
That's what I thought.
Did it utilize the teleportation circle that was in the room that we found you in?
No.
How did it leave the
That
building?
teleportation circle is something that Ursula used to get in and out of the house. That was never anything that we had any part in.
I see.
Where does it go?
How so are you saying that your wife was enlisting the aid of the Zentarum in the acquiring of this stone of galore, you said it was?
House Growlhound, and he looks at you, under the request of my wife, has been bankrolling black network operations in Waterdeep.
Do you have paperwork
She was
for that?
enlisting. No, there's no paper trails.
All right. She was enlisting what?
Their help in order
Mm.
to find Stone of Galore. His gaze kind of falls on Raynar for a second, and then it's back to you.
Mr. Galhund, I want to be very clear in our intentions. We want this man stopped, and we want your family safe, and those that are responsible for endangering your family to be brought to justice. If that includes your wife, then that is what justice must be done. But we will take into account your cooperation in this endeavor. If I may speak candidly, does your wife trust you, sir?
Yes.
Would your wife, or do you believe that you would be able to ascertain from your wife where she sent the Nimblewright with the stone?
That is not something I can confidently say. I have been kept out of the loop of quite a few things. She trusts me, but that doesn't mean she's been telling me everything.
Do you trust Habas?
His loyalty is to my wife and my wife alone.
That's what I figured.
We fear that our involvement in the investigation will be brought back to her. And she may question you about what we've asked you about.
I thought of as much when I began being open with you.
Of course. So we want to protect yourself in this manner, but we need to figure out where that Nimblewright has been sent. How did it leave the home? Is there some sort of secret exit? Or
No,
perhaps that
it jumped off the
utilized?
balcony.
Jumped off the balcony. Okay. At what time? When was the last time that you saw it? As this seems to have all happened in rapid succession. We had come to the estate looking for the Nimblewright, and by the time that we were able to reach you and your family, it had been long gone.
I would not say long gone. Urstel wandered in yesterday morning, quite injured and furious because the Nimblewright had plucked the Stone of Galore from the gnome's hands. Like I said, my wife had gotten frustrated with him ability in order to get it and took matters into her own hands. Is that it came to a head. She sent the Nimblewright. Nimblewright came back with the stone. Urstel's following quickly behind it, injured, burnt. And that is about when the altercation started, because Urstel then knew that my wife betrayed him.
And I'm assuming she did this behind your back?
Yes.
This is ample enough evidence to take your wife into custody. If you are worried that more harm could come to you or your children, we could see about possibly relocating you somewhere more safe to be protected by the Grey Hand. Possibly, we'd have to do some. We'd have to ask around a bit, but
Ace, I think we need to make an executive decision here. I think we need to take in Habas into custody currently, right now.
so that he does not have time to communicate with.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry that you'll be taking away your babysitter, but for your children's safety, I don't think he should be near them anyway.
It's fair enough.
Would you? I'll turn to Nova. Nova, we are here to conduct an investigation. We do not. I would need to go make a quick message for the means of apprehending.
Of course. We would need to contact the Watch and our superiors and let them know what needs to happen.
In that case, I will be right back. I'm just going to inform someone of this. You, please, stay here with the Lord.
Of course.
Sir is going to get up.
Okay.
And he wants to get somewhere where he can see where the children. He wants to see if he can watch Harabas with the children.
You said he was taking him out to the grounds. Are you going downstairs?
Yeah, I'm going downstairs. I'm leaving the building.
When you go downstairs, you see the children sitting at the dining room table.
Yeah. Hello, children.
Hello.
Where is your caretaker?
He told us to wait here and he would be back. He said he was going to be taking us somewhere for lunch.
Very good. Carry on. I'll start walking towards the front door and I'm like, Nova, he's gone.
Fuck! She says it out loud in front of the noble. She's like,
I'm going out the front door to the watch that are still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the bodyguard, the half-orc, Harabas? Did he leave the estate?
No. Not from this direction.
He is a major suspect in what has happened here. There is a call for his arrest. And he has disappeared from the premises.
Alright, good to know. And they immediately start to move.
Yeah. And I'm flipping around to the other side, to the carriage house.
Door to the carriage house is open.
I think he left through the carriage house. That's. I mean, I. Do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? Because otherwise, I'll be going out of range of the earring.
are you sending Tempe?
Get that bastard! Get these people!
Get him. We'll contact Tempe. Don't worry about us.
Okay. Shit. Wait. Toss out. Is someone bring me the rod for the number right, just in case.
Okay.
I don't have it.
I'll run it down.
You can toss it over the balcony if you want.
I'll just chuck it out the.
There's a balcony right there.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't one of while I figure out where I'm going to go, why don't one of you do something?
I mean, like, I'm stressing.
I mean, should all three of us even stay here? I mean, he's going after the lady.
Yeah, but we don't know where she is.
I would tell the Lord to keep his children close and safe because
he needs to go somewhere.
The situation's been compromised, and let him know that he needs to probably leave the premises and find somewhere safe to take his children.
Okay.
Because you guys probably interviewed him for at least 10 minutes before noticing that that guy's long gone. Because you had that whole interview.
10 minutes. 10 minutes? I don't know how long it was. The zone of truth would have
roughly 5 minutes, if not close. It's 5 to 8 minutes probably. Zone of truth.
Only
Nova,
had 5.
you would know.
Yeah.
But he
was spilling the beans.
He was willing without the zone of truth.
Yeah.
I know.
But Harabas is long gone.
5 minutes is not long gone, but I'm saying we need I don't want to necessarily. Dylan is saying I don't want to run off on my own, but I know that you haven't gotten a chance to look through there, so I'm with time pause.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the timing of when I was going to do everything because there's certain things I want to do.
You have to rewind. Yeah, you have to rewind.
Yeah. And I have to I'm trying to plan out how I want to do this in between Rob is coming out and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go down to the office if the Lord was up in your guys' room, and then I want to try to hit the library.
Okay.
But we're still in Urstel's room!
Yes, no, so rewind, you do that, because Dylan,
Yeah.
I need to look at the map and, like, plan what I'm thinking.
So you're currently in Ursula's room.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, we'll go... Once Robus walks out to get interviewed, we're immediately opening up the actual room that had the circle.
Okay. That is totally fine.
And I will point it out to Davil and say, so, Pierce, do you have any thought as to where this might go? That awful Zentarum character, Ursula Floxen, fled through it. I'm so stressed I can't RP right now.
Do you have this symbol written down?
Is that Davil asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nova was able to get it.
Okay.
But I can copy it again.
Might as well. No, I don't know where it goes. I could go through it.
Oh! So that kind of vaguely relates to a question that I was going to ask you. I'm gonna close the door to this room behind us. If you're saying that it's like a bad time to like be in the Zentarum, are you alright? I know you're clean on paper, someone told me that, but
There's a very real chance that I might be taken in.
Do you think it's like better that happens? So then, whatever. If Ursula tries to do some other stuff again, at least they know where you are and you're accounted for.
Yep, that is kind of my thought process. I'm just waiting for it to happen. I'm not sure how long I will be in custody. Based on past experience, they might actually end up taking anyone associated with the Zentarum into custody, and that's quite a lot of people. We have people who are associated with the Zentarum who have no idea that they're a part of anything close to what the Zentarum is, people who don't have any criminal ties whatsoever, and they might be taken into custody and asked questions. So it's only a matter of time before I am.
That's... Oh, wow. All right. Is there any furniture in the... Okay, is there like a desk or like a table with drawers? I want to look for some documents, because I don't know that they asked about the paper trail and that they said there was no paper trail. So I want to look for like secret compartments. And
That's okay.
Yeah.
So this is like
but...
very obviously a guest suite. So there's like a wood paneled room that has a birdcage on the table. Birdcage is open. There are no longer flying snakes. You remember when you were here before? There were 3 in there.
Yep.
And then there is a bed and a wardrobe and a desk and an overstuffed chair. And then in the corner there is the teleportation circle.
Okay, thinking that I probably don't have a lot of time. There's no way that I can do a deep search on everything, knowing that they're only going to probably be asking the questions they asked of the head of staff guy. I want to do a quick, any drawers, and like looking under furniture.
False bottoms.
Yeah, like looking for false bottoms, false compartments, anything like any like little switches or latches.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Can Davil help me?
Yes.
Okay. Hell yeah, Davil, let's go. That's a 16.
Okay. The desk, everything, suspiciously empty. There are no false bottoms or anything like that. Everything's been cleared out.
Well, they're nothing if they're not thorough. I will peep my head out. Is this probably about the time that they're bringing the Lord up?
I'd say with that short amount of time with you kind of... But they're probably still talking.
Alright. Here's the thing. I want to get into that library. But there's those people down there. Because what if there's like some even crazier shit than that orgy mural in there? I don't want that little grass to see. All right,
I could cast. This would be a retcon of the Lord telling her to leave. I could cast Disguise Self again really quickly as Lord Growlhound and go downstairs and tell her to leave.
No,
Or in fact, I could ask her to open up the door to the library and say, "Oh, I forgot my key."
Let me keep an eye out. You just keep on. You keep looking where I left off, or you keep a lookout. You're probably better at looking. I'm gonna keep a lookout. You keep searching because this is your dude that you can't find. You look around. Let me know if you find anything, and if the two of them. Yeah, I'm gonna watch and wait until the coast is clear, and then we can do that.
Okay, he will keep looking around. Eventually, yes, you do see Nova go get the Lord. The Lord comes up. They tell Harabbas to leave.
Oh, do you see?
I would just want to see. I just want to see that Harabbas, like, I want to see where he's, like, if he's hanging out in the dining room, I do not want to go down there. I just want to see, like, I'll probably, like, try to sneakily peek out of the bathroom door and watch to make sure that the coast is clear down there. So I'm not going to see where he goes.
You can see that the coast is at least clear if you try to sneak by upstairs. You can't see downstairs.
Yeah, I want to try to
get to the bottom of the stairs to peek.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, if there's the French doors there, if I walk by them, is the Lord's back to me?
Yes.
Is there a mirror on the opposite wall where he could see me?
No.
Okay, I'm going to try to sneak down and make sure that that room that had the door to the library and the office is cleared. I don't want Harabbas there.
He is not there, but the kids are sitting at the dining room table.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak back to Davil.
Okay.
Alright, man. They've got the Lord in the bedroom. And the guard guy, I don't see. So maybe now we can go down and try to clear out that room. Or, well, the kids are sitting down there. I could, like, try to distract I don't know what to do! Let's just go. Alright, you pretend to be...
Do the children know that we're here for an investigation? We could just say we're doing that. Just go in. Children are impressionable.
Alright, hold on. I could disguise myself as the Lord.
As Daddy?
As the Lord of the house.
Okay. So when I suggest disguising myself, it's a bad idea, but when you suggest it, it's a wonderful idea.
Well, yes, because look at this. Shh, Lord of the house. Shh, Lady Growlin. Shh, Harabbas. Shh, Nova. Sir. Davil. Back to Penelope, and I just go in a cycle and just do it. I can
Point
just
made.
do it. Yeah.
Point made.
I don't want to see you as me.
I was probably a tiny you because I can only get 1 foot taller. Oh my god. Okay.
So you get on stairs.
Disguised as the Lord of the house.
What are you gonna say to them?
That I left something in my office. I'll say, hello, children. I don't have to say shit to them. I'm their dad. My dad didn't let me say shit to him. They're just gonna sit there. I don't know.
Do you want me to come with you?
Fuck. Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
I mean, unless you need to do anything else up in here.
No.
It's very empty.
It's suspiciously empty, in fact. Looks like they cleared it out.
We're just gonna go into the office really, really quick, fast dig around of stuff, and then we're gonna try to hit the library after that.
Do you have the keys that were given to us by the guard, so that we don't have to worry about picking the lock?
Davil.
Sir has them.
No, I said that I took them.
She said that she wanted them.
I specifically said that I was taking them because I was the one snooping around.
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. We go downstairs.
Kids are sitting at the dining room table. The younger of the two, a boy, when you come down. Hi, Daddy.
I've heard his voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Victoria can't mimic it very well, but Tallice will. I don't have the actor feed, but I will try my best.
Roll a performance check.
Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Okay.
You got this.
Oh, natural 19. Like dead ass.
There you go.
Okay. That's a 25.
Our rolls.
Oh. Okay.
Hello, children. I don't want to interact with them. I'll just kind of. Oh God. You know what I'll do to make it even more believable. I'll go up behind each of them, give them each a little just ruffle of the hair, and then go into his office that they said that he was in.
Okay. The door to this is locked, so you do need to unlock it, but you have the keys.
Yeah.
Okay. I have been so hoping, Victoria, that you would go into this room. So.
Thank you.
Oh my God! Who's naked in here? Who's naked?
I have so been hoping. Okay,
Who's
naked.
naked? Does he have a male lover?
This door is locked. You unlocked it. The room has the following. There are velvet armchairs and a mahogany desk in the corner. There are bookshelves that have books on them. In the center of the room, there is a 10-foot square canvas wrestling mat. And on tables, there are statues of naked men on pedestals.
Called it!
As soon as I see that, I close the door behind us as soon as possible because I'm having a really hard time keeping it together.
Don't let the kids see! Don't let the kids see!
He
lock the door behind
my
us.
God! And he comes into the room.
Wow! I'm whispering, but I'm not gonna do that for the microphone and everything, but holy shit, this house is a treasure trove. I want to come to one of their parties. Oh, wow, alright.
Do you think that this is a study that he hides from his wife, or do you think she's fully aware?
I think that he watches while she, I don't know, they probably watch each other. Wow. This is crazy. Alright. We got bookshelves and a desk, right?
Yes.
Alright. Devil, you taking the bookshelves or you taking the desk?
Up to you, darling.
I feel like you'd probably know what you're doing better than me. Do you want to check the desk and I'll check the bookshelves?
Sure.
Alright.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Ah!
I thought Dabble said sure. Roll investigation.
Okay. That's a 19
Okay.
on the bookshelves.
So Davil turns to you and he's opened all of the drawers. There's nothing in this desk, literally nothing. I would even bet that this desk has not seen any use whatsoever in its entire career in this room.
Is one of these statues of the naked men actually a man that's just been very oiled down and standing very still like a statue?
Oh, hi! Hi! Can you hear her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go study. Oh my god.
Well, I'm not done.
Oh,
You're at the books.
Yeah.
It's all porn.
So you go to the books.
Yeah.
They all appear to be normal tomes. At the spine, like there's like history books and like farmers' almanacs type books. But upon further inspection, these books, most of them are fake boxes.
Wait, it's going really robotic.
Oh no.
Okay, they look like almanacs and like real books, but then what?
But upon further inspection, they appear to be fake, like, boxes that are made out of painted cardboard.
Oh, this is the best.
Upon looking inside of these boxes, most of them are full of body drawings and salacious poems.
Oh my god, are they good or are they like bad?
Yeah, they're very, very, very well painted, very well drawn. Well, the poems, yeah, I mean, yeah. And they don't necessarily look like poems that he's written. Some of them, maybe, you're not sure. But, yeah.
I'm gonna take a couple of the drawings and poems.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
I'm gonna make an aside really quick. This is straight up printed in this book. This is not Chel.
What the fuck? It's like they wrote it for me.
Who wrote this adventure? Was it Perkins?
I mean, Matt Mercer consulted on it.
Matt Mercer did consult on this. God damn it. Did
Lead
Laura
designer
leak in?
Christopher Perkins. Lead designer Christopher
Fuck
Perkins.
yeah, Chris Perkins.
I knew it was you, Chris. You're not watching. Maybe I don't know. I knew it was you, Chris. I knew.
I'm gonna take a couple of. Make note of where. I'm gonna take a couple drawings, couple poems, but I want to make a note of where I pulled them out, and I'm gonna put them out on the desk, and I'm gonna say, I mean, Devil, he's definitely using this room, but for what? I mean, it's definitely not office work.
No,
You know-
no.
You know what?
And he
think
like picks up a drawing and he's like looking at it.
Here's the thing, though. There's a little space in that bookshelf. Do you think I should leave him this book, and I'll bring him out? I cucked my husband with a black dragon. It's one of my favorites.
Are you going to put it like on a bookshelf, or are you going to frame it like on the desk so he's 100% aware that it's been left for him?
Oh, I kind of want to put it in the bookshelf. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to keep it because I like this book. I don't want him to have it. He doesn't deserve it.
And he like holds his hand out for the book.
Oh, I was actually going to see if you wanted to borrow this one, and I pull out the Treant's Morning one. But if you like the Black Dragon one, you can. Yeah, there you go. I mean, you were reading a book last night, so
I'm almost finished with it too. I could use another bit of light reading.
Yeah, you think they'll let you take that into custody with you? some jail time reading. You're gonna need it. You're gonna be real lonely.
If not, you might need to bring me some reading that I can do.
Yeah, if they allow visits, I'll bring you some dirty books. I'm very good at finding them.
Thank you, Tallice.
This
Wow.
is amazing. This is
Can we
better.
get out of this?
This is better than any interrogation. This is all we needed.
I definitely want to hit the library next, but the children are right there, and I'm not sure if I have a key for the. Should I let? Yeah. And out of character, I can't tell the children to leave because the children were there when Sir ran down, and that would
I
break
don't mind
continuity.
retconning it. I don't mind retconning it. But Davil does say, I mean, it's your library, Mr. Gralhund.
You're right, it is. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna take one of the dirty drawings with me, but I'm gonna put the rest back where I found them.
Okay.
And I'm going to just gently, all of the naked men, they are just getting pat on the head.
Okay.
Wait, really quick, is there a secret compartment in here that's hiding his naked lover?
No. No.
Okay. Okay. Then I will go out, and I'll say, children, why don't you go play in the yard for a bit? You've earned it.
But Harabas told us to wait.
Yes, but Harabas is very boring, isn't he?
Okay.
Aww.
And they will run out front.
Alright, do any of the keys work in the library door?
Yes.
And he already told that the staff people to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna lock up the office behind me, and then I'm gonna go and try to unlock the library.
It does, in fact, unlock.
Okay, and I usher Devil in, and then I close the door behind me and lock it.
Okay. So it is a library. There are tall bookshelves that are packed with books.
Mm-hmm.
There are sliding wooden ladders that are mounted on rails to allow easy access to higher shelves. And there are two padded chairs that are facing a large fireplace. One of which has a wolf pelt draped over it. In one corner there is an iron lectern with a closed book on it.
Okay.
Okay. It is a very large leather-bound tome. It is closed. It is also locked.
What do you think's in this book? Why would they lock a book and yet keep it so prominently displayed? I bet this has all their dirty secrets. I bet this has a list of her lovers in it. I bet this has a list of his lovers in it.
The Grauhoon family crest, the half human face, half creature with horn, is on the cover.
Oh. Should we try to unlock it?
Is there a key on that ring for it?
I'll try them!
None of the keys work.
No? I mean, listen, Dabble, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I have thieves' tools and I've been practicing. I could unlock it. Unless you also have thieves' tools.
I do. Perhaps we should take the tome with us and do this in a separate location. I feel like maybe we are a bit limited on time here. Do you agree?
Yeah, alright.
Do you have... I believe you asked for a bag of holding from... No,
yeah, I
earlier.
did.
Do you still have that?
I would assume so. Because I didn't want them to be, carrying, I mean, the gold is hidden, but...
Yeah, I thought you had it.
Yeah.
Okay. So perhaps put it in your bag of holding. We can call this done, unless you'd like to look through the book.
Is there a desk in here, or is it just the books?
It's just books and a sitting area.
Alright, really quick, Dabble, run just super quick, we're gonna look through the books and we're getting the fuck out of here.
Roll an investigation check at advantage.
Okay, oh my god, that dice went on a journey. 16.
Okay. So looking through the books, most of them appear to be secondhand. They're very well kept. There's historical texts, there's play scripts, there's novels, there's poetry collections, but it appears to just be books.
Okay. Shit, yeah, we do not have a lot of time. So I would like to do more in here, but I'm concerned about the time this is going to take. How long have we been in the how long have we between the library and the man room? How long have we been? How long has it taken both of those rooms?
I'd say 5-ish minutes. Because you're kind of just speeding through.
Okay, is there?
And it
nothing...
wasn't hard when you got to the books in the other room that were actually boxes. It was not hard to see, oh, these aren't real. You didn't have to look too hard to find that. So I'd say about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything about the family? I mean, I know I have this book that has their crest on it, but is there anything else? Anything that's maybe business ledgers or anything about the family history is probably in this locked book. Yeah, there's probably...
There's not too much that you are finding.
Alright. I feel like this locked book is probably our best bet.
Alright, should we head out then?
Yeah, probably.
This is probably when you get... Because, sir, didn't you say over your ear piece that he left?
Yeah.
This is probably when you hear that.
So then I'm like...
You would have heard Nova first been like, we need to arrest him.
Yep.
And then Sir was like, oh, he ran. And then I'm like,
Yep.
Get that bastard!
Yep.
We are all caught up. Everybody's on the same timeline.
Okay,
now.
and I really quick, I lock the library door behind me and I go back to Penelope.
Okay.
Kristy, are you doing anything else?
I had just told the dad to collect his kids and take them somewhere safe.
Okay, so he follows you downstairs then?
And you told Sir that you'll contact Tempe?
Yes. Because I believe
Okay.
I still have the sending stone. Because I took
gave
it
to you.
Yeah, I took it from you because you didn't want to disturb her, so I took it from you.
I gotta take it out of my inventory is what I gotta do.
Cool. That makes things easier for what he's doing. He wants to see if horse is missing from the carriage house.
Yeah. Ooh.
I guess I gotta. You know, when like the cops are like, I'm commandeering this vehicle so that I can go on a car chase. I guess I'm taking one of these damn horses because I'm not gonna catch him on foot.
So he's gonna try and get a horse ready, but I'm gonna summon Hickory.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be like, we need to find that half-orc. He's trying to find the lady of the house. Please, go. Tell me if you see him on horseback anywhere.
Okay.
And
He
I'm gonna be
falls
getting one of their.
I'll probably have Bramble do the same thing. I don't know where he is. He's just chilling.
What time of day is
okay.
it now?
It's probably like noon, right?
They offered us lunch.
Yeah, you guys had gotten up pretty early and just kind of started doing this. So about noon.
Okay.
Holy shit, y'all.
So I will
He's
send Tempe the message that we have evidence that the lady of the house and her half-orc bodyguard, I'll give Yalra?
Krabas.
Yalra? Is that her name?
Yala.
Yalla?
Yeah.
Yalla?
Mhm.
And
Yala.
and Harabas are responsible. We need... Could you give us authority to take them into custody? One, they have fled.
OpenSwordCounter.net. OpenSwordCounter.net. Counter.net.
Wordcounter.net. Wordcounter.net. Do-do-do-do.
I like to go to Written Kitten. That's a very good word counter website. It gives you a cat every 100 words.
Aww.
Cute.
I'm stressed.
Authority granted. Do what you need to do. We details later.
Over the earring. We can take them into custody, boys. Let's frickin' find them.
He left on horseback. I'm getting a horse ready.
They are draft horses.
I would like to go to the balcony, click my
'Kay.
boots, and start
'Kay.
flying. Because it's only an hour before my turn, and I have the pendant, and I'm like, this
You're
is...
number 4.
Yep.
So I've sent so I have where the estate is on the map. So I want Hickory to go south.
Okay.
Like towards like the rest of the northward, in like the direction of the city of the dead and stuff. And Sir is going to ride at west until he at least hits the high road to kind of like start fanning out in that direction.
Okay. Raynar is with you. He helps you saddle up the horse.
Thank you.
because he is skilled in doing so. He sees you struggling with it, and he's like, "Nope, wait!" and comes in and like throws it.
Yeah,
You have to be able to fit 3 fingers under the girdle.
literally, the second he like gets his hands in there, Sir's like, he literally does one of these. And he's like, and he's pacing. He's like, they always run. They always freaking run. But he doesn't know that we're chasing him yet, so maybe he's not running. Oh my god, right now.
Can I? How close is the nearest like guard post from this house?
Difficult to tell. It's you aren't necessarily going to know the location of every guard post in the city. You would at least know that there are barracks generally along the walls and by gates. Jesus.
Okay.
Scared me.
Okay.
I'll have Bramble go north because it's only a small section before the wall and the field ward. So I'm just gonna have him go look for Rabbiz up there because that's fairly fast.
What is his speed?
I think it's like 40-foot flying speed. Yeah, 40-foot flying speed.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna look for the nearest guard post or go to the wall of where the entrance is. Whatever one's closer, she thinks.
Okay. From where you are, there is the north gate into the field ward is going to be the closest.
Okay, I'll go there. And pretty much give them full description on both of them. And to spread the word on official word of the Grey Hand that they are to be arrested and taken into custody as soon as possible.
Okay. Tallice, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of looking at Davil, and I'm just like, you know, I was gonna ask if you wanted to go to the carnival after this, since you're gonna be, like, going to jail soon, probably, maybe, and I just wanted to hang out before, but now this guy ran, and we have to go look for him.
Carnival sounds fun, though.
Yeah. I mean, we could still go.
You could still go. It's okay. We'll find him.
Yeah, Davil, fuck it. Let's go. I'm feeling so energized after being in this house. It's like my soul has just transcended. Let's go to the carnival.
Are you sure? Because I could like polymorph into something to assist in finding him if you wanted.
Holy shit. I mean, that's really
cool. I could polymorph you if you wanted.
Yeah, but I don't want to get attacked by one of those griffins. Maybe like something small.
So like a sparrow or a bat, or what else can fly?
A raven.
Like an eagle.
An eagle?
Or a pigeon or a raven.
Eagle's probably good.
Eagles?
Hawk
Yeah,
are a little bit smaller.
Yeah, hawk. Oh, yeah. I think hawks are pretty fast.
Turn me into a hawk or like a peregrine falcon.
That's so specific.
But then let's go to the carnival after.
You've got it. You can go to the carnival after. Wait for me to look at my character sheet to see how often I can cast polymorph. I can cast it 3 times, and I can cast it on myself, and we could both be hawks. And be together.
Yeah, can you make us like cool colors though?
Sure. What color would you like to be?
Pink.
All right, I will polymorph you into a pink hawk. Let me just dig into my pocket for a caterpillar cocoon. Look it's in my hand. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna know. But he pulls.
You want to see my collection?
He pulls 2 caterpillar cocoons out of his hand and just crushes them in his palm and rubs them together. And you're both hawks.
We're going. We're gonna go fly around.
Okay.
But now I'm an idiot. Now I'm an idiot.
I'll just let that one go. Yeah, now you're an idiot hawk. Just for fun. Yeah. Okay, so everybody's kind of flying and trying to find him. I did a little bit of math to see kind of how far he'd be able to get in the time that he had. Nova, you fly directly to the guard barracks to give them his description and location. Sir, you head west, correct? Towards the high road. Nova, when you get there, what do you say to them? How do you go about this?
By order of the Grey Hand, we need to take in a couple members of the Galoon family. Lady Yella is is a suspect in the attacks on Trollskull Alley. Habriz. I can't even pronounce it.
It's all consonants.
That guy is also involved, and we need to take them both into custody as soon as possible.
Heard. Growlhoons, aren't they the ones that had the attack yesterday?
It was staged.
Okay, can I get a description of this Habriz, please?
Half-orc, really ugly, tall, scars.
He has like a scar.
The scar on his lip.
Yeah, a scar on his lip, a scar on his forehead.
Shaved head.
Shaved head.
Okay, so there might be a bit of a hiccup in perhaps taking him into custody on a gigantic horse just barreled through here. Into the field ward, this way. Like leaving the city. We should probably...
How long ago?
Moments. Probably within the last minute.
I'm leaving. I'm like, gather your men! I'll go first! Gather your men! Follow me! Give me backup!
Get the Griffin cavalry! Fly over.
So they begin to shout to each other messages about getting the Griffin cavalry in place. Somebody runs into the guard tower. Potentially, you think with the communication that's being passed back and forth, you hear like a inside go, use the sending stone, call the cavalry now, let's go, move, as like people are like running around and like talking.
Over the earring, I'm giving them updates. I don't know how far away they are from me, but I'm just yelling into the void of my earring, just hoping they'll pick it up.
I don't think that they can hear you from where they are.
That's fine.
I think too far.
I did not think he was gonna go through the field ward. That was the last thing I would have thought.
No, I had a feeling. That's why I went to the wall, because I felt like he was leaving the city.
I thought he was gonna go to I don't know.
No, I felt like he was.
I didn't know where he went, so I went in the two directions that the rest of the city is, west and south.
Yeah, I was gonna use Bramble to try to cover. I was like, oh, this is just a little bit of city left up here. There's no way.
Hey, but that's why there's three of us.
From Mount Waterdeep, I think Sir probably and Tallice would hear this more clearly. There's kind of the sound of a horn blowing. And at least 4, if not 5 or 6, men mounted on griffins fly into the air.
Hell yeah!
We're not flying. We're getting out of their way as hawks. We're just like not fucking with that. I don't want to be in or around that.
If Sir sees the direction they're flying, I will readjust and go. If they're all going, if they're not spreading out, I'll start now on horseback. When I get to the high road, I'll turn and follow in that direction, since it's the
you can see that they are all kind of heading towards the northern part of the city. Nova, are you heading out of the city?
Oh yeah, I yelled at them to help give me backup and just went flying.
Okay.
Should I don't know what the intelligence of a hawk is, but should I make an intelligence check to see if I can figure out that we should maybe follow these griffins? I can't find it on the extras.
A hawk's intelligence is a -4, so yes.
No, it's mine. Oh yeah, it is -4. I was looking at the wrong one.
Their wisdom is high.
Their
but-
wisdom's high for perception.
Okay, that's a 9.
That's not too bad. I'd say with the 9.
We're
You
probably
have
like
enough brain power
catching
to-
some bugs, and then like, I guess we should follow them.
I mean, a 9 is
Eventually.
just below human intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So you got it. You're good.
And then that was a seagull. That's not a hawk.
Victoria, I love you.
Wow.
Okay. So a griffin's speed is 80 feet per 6
Damn.
seconds.
Wow.
I'm gonna do a quick bit of math here.
Is that is that just their regular speed so they can dash to 160?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. We gotta get griffins, you guys.
I know, I need my griffin.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm on a draft horse. They're like, they're not that fast. They're a little bit faster than a person.
They're working horses. They're not.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
riding
not riding
horses.
horses.
yeah. But I'm
A
big guy, so
draft
I'm
horse's
40s.
speed is 40. Yeah.
It's still
Okay.
better than if I was running. So
In about 8 minutes, we're gonna do that. 2 divide that by.
While this map is happening,
We need to finish the
everyone shout
module
out
in 8 minutes.
Shout out to Chel for handling like 30 character sheets.
Hell yeah.
Rooms in a manner. Math. Just math.
And they're
Just-
gay and can't do math. It's a
If
struggle.
the train
It's
left.
a struggle, man.
It's a
If the
struggle.
train left station A traveling to station B at 12 miles an hour, and the second
At 1
train
o'clock.
left station B traveling to station C at 11, which will get there first?
The Griffins.
The griffins.
The Griffin Cavalry.
Yeah. So the Griffin cavalry sails over the city, through the field ward, over everyone's heads, over your heads, Nova. The watch is beginning to also follow you. Most of them on foot, some of them on horseback. But the Griffins sail over your head. The way that the high road as it leads out of Waterdeep works is that it's mostly farmland and grassland. So it's a lot of flat. It's a little hilly, but the road itself has been basically carved out, especially by the city. It's some of it is even paved like brick. So it's very easy to kind of see ahead of you everything that's happening. So it's easy to see him. He's kind of a speck on the horizon. He's very small. He's gotten pretty far, but you can see what you would assume to be Harabis ahead. Far, like I said, not easy enough for you to get to in this moment. Griffins, however,
Ooh.
zoom past you
Oh, damn, my boys.
because they are going about 160 feet per 6 seconds. They are
insane.
dashing.
Sure.
And it's kind of spectacular to see, to be honest. They're flying in a very trained formation. They're all wearing barding, so the Griffins have like armor on. Basically, they're wearing saddles. These men have armor on. They've got arrows on their, or like a bow and arrows on their backs. Like it's pretty spectacular to see, to be honest. And they fly ahead of you. You are continuing to make progress as you're moving, but they fly ahead of you, and then there is a point in which they take a steep, just nosedive towards the ground. And they all land and surround him.
Holy shit.
Get fucked.
Fuck you, Rabbiz.
We tell other people to help.
I want Nova to just be like, guess I'm not that powerful.
Yeah, because I was
huh?"
already going to be coming from above. Because I wanted to watch this happen. I was up high because I
Yep.
wanted to watch
Yep.
this shit. So yeah, I'm coming in. I don't give a fuck.
Dude,
Okay. He's on the horse when you get up there. He's on the horse and he's kind of like turning the horse around, like pulling the reins back a bit, trying to find an opening. When there's 6 griffins surrounding you, there's no opening. He looks pissed.
I'm gonna land in the circle.
Okay.
Guess you're not as smart as you thought you were.
Oh, it's hot! Oh, it's hot! It's burning! It's scalding!
I wish that I could see this.
I think
Nova
that is a
Casper.
very good place to end for the evening.
I wish that Tallice could have seen this because literally, I think everyone in the city of Waterdeep was immediately like just horny for Nova.
I might not be strong, bitch, but I'm smarter than you. That's all I fucking need.
Oh
Thank
god.
God. Very, very good place to end for the evening.
Oh,
Yo, I'm flipping out.
I've been shaking this whole session. I'm just like vibrating.
Did she leave the city? Was he going like? We don't know.
I don't even know if the Nimblewright's even still in the city. I'm so
Well,
torn right
we
now.
also don't know like why. What
Well-
did she just want the money? Like what?
I was gonna. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, rich people gotta be
We
rich.
got him! I feel just vindicated. Fuck yeah!
I mean, Walser's on this horse. He can squeeze the Nimblewright detector to see if it picks up anything while he's gone. So
We have no idea that Nova was just so cool. We have no idea. Oh my god, thank you so much, Chel. This was crazy.
Chel,
I didn't
this was
take
fucking
any notes
amazing.
because I was flipping out.
We needed this so bad. Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
mean,
We did indeed.
we got him, but we have to find her and the Nimblewright. So.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay. Is there any closing remarks that anybody would like to throw out there?
Little
what
Dragon
about-
Corp.
Ooh.
Go and get some dice. Use the code PROBONUS PROBONUS, and you'll get 10% off of your order.
Thanks for sticking around for Mystic Hour. Ayo.
Hey, Wednesday,
Hey.
Thursday takeover.
Hey.
If you liked some of the music you may have heard in this episode, it's Adrian Von Ziegler who gives
Hell
a whole
yeah.
bunch of awesome music that can be used for your projects. He's very talented. If you know, he puts on all of his songs, his crediting policy and stuff. So please be sure to read it, just so that
It's
you
very
are listening
specific
to
with the monetizing, the way that different things work. So just make sure you go recheck out his policies.
Yeah.
But thank you for your music.
And check him out on Patreon, because he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're lying about knowing that the noblewoman that's employed you knows where the Stone of Glory is, look at me, I'm not dragging any of you. Make sure you read this.
Hell yeah.
unless the cleric takes that too.
Hey. Thanks, guys.
We will see you next Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Thursday. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Mhm.
Okay, love you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.